Good afternoon. This is NewHampshireTrackandField.com, powered by Runners Alley. We are at the 2022 Merrimack Invitational. Joining me today, I got Davio and Jimmy Mack on the mics for now. We'll get a rotation going at some point. And we can see we are starting with the trials in the boys 110 hurdles. And it is the warmest day of the year by far so far.
Good day for sprinting.
Yes. Should make their jobs a little bit easier, warm-up wise.
If you look at that flag, really hardly any wind, though, so it's nice. This is a great track. It's a little bit wider track for 400. And we should have a great competition tonight.
Yeah, that's what this meet is kind of known for. Is it brings in, it's pretty competitive. Select teams, you have to have certain top number in order to qualify just to be here. Can see, looking around the field. Field events already started. We've got a number of those recorded, not all of them. High jump is up to 5'10". Pole vault looks like it's at 11 feet, so you can tell. Although there's no bar on that, so I'm curious what's going on over there. But you can tell we've been going for a little bit here. And we can tell that the competition's been looking pretty good.
So this first heat of the hurdles, we got Travis Benikaza of Dover, Anders Larson of Coe-Brown, Colby Ramshaw of Londonderry, Ian Rippinger of Portsmouth, Cole Henderson of Sauhegan. Top seed is Colby Ramshaw, comes in with a 15.94.
They're off, getting that first hurdle.
Trial heat, boys 110-meter high hurdles.
Who is this out in front, Jimmy? Oh, a little switch into fourth.
Looks like Colby Ramshaw. That was a good bet. That was a good race, though. Rippinger held right in there.
Ramshaw from Londonderry, 15.92.
Ramshaw, Londonderry, 15.92.
Portsmouth, 16 flat. Larson from Coe-Brown, 16.94. Henderson from Sauhegan, 17.
So one time under that 16-minute mark, and then one right, or 16-second mark, excuse me. You guys were talking too much 5Ks before this.
Didn't look like Ramshaw got a great start, but he had definitely a good finish. Rippinger got a really good start.
Second heat, getting their block set. We've got Nottingham Merrimack, Cryosis of Portsmouth, Foster Manchester, Jacques from Salem, Ireland of Exeter, and Deroki of Portsmouth.
To the clerk's area at this time. All girls in the 100 meters. The clerking area is at the head of the straightaway, next to the red Runners Alley, New Hampshire Track and Field 10. You report there to receive your hit numbers. Reminder, there'll be one call and one call only.
So Foster's the
Good start.
favorite in this race.
Again, we'll see these are seated sections, which is why we're seeing kind of that flying V effect. Salem out in front.
He's taking it right to him. Looks like Jacques of Salem.
Looked real smooth.
And first, that was Jacques from Salem, 15.70.
15.7, 15.82, 17.16.
So that's his best of the season by quite a bit.
All of these results right here we're seeing courtesy of Lancer Timing. You can get live results at lancertiming.com.
Lancer Timing, definitely the best in the business. I was up at America East Championships up in Burlington this year. They had 3 finish lines set up.
Wow.
And they used every one of them.
Oh, yeah.
And it was incredible. They got their act together. There's no doubt about that.
Merrimack Hurdle Crew, hurdles should be moved at this time.
Well, Jimmy, as someone who occasionally works for them, I couldn't agree more.
Oh, it's just, if you go back in time and you look at how much it's all evolved, that's where it's evolved probably the most of anything. You know, to have just the technical aspect of what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, Plus, we're putting the results up as soon as they're reading them.
Yeah.
You're seeing them
Real
on the screen.
time.
You should not be hanging out on the infield. The infield is closed.
So we can see them fixing these hurdles for the girls. Girls will be up next. They have 100 meters instead of the 110 boys have.
Hanging out on the infield.
A couple notches lower as well.
And so what are we taking out of these heats? The top, the winners, and then the next, is it 6?
Two from each heat, and then the next best 4.
Okay, gotcha.
Top 2 from each heat, next best 4.
And that will make up our finals, which will be a little bit later.
Voice you'll hear, not quite on the mic, but you'll hear it a little bit, is Larry Martin. He's doing the in-facility announcing today. And any question we have, he can probably answer it. And he was able to answer that qualifying one, so...
Larry the legend. There's Larry Bird the legend, Larry Martin the legend.
In my own mind.
Yeah.
All right, I just heard a whistle, so I think hurdles should be all squared away.
Those hurdles, we also have 2 heats, the same as the boys. It'll be the same procedure. The top 2 in each heat, plus the next best 4 times will make it to the finals.
This first heat, we've got Horton of Merrimack, Poulin of Exeter, Doherty of Concord, Wheaton of Pinkerton, Sicard of Coe-Brown, Weeks of Portsmouth, and Gage of Merrimack. Top seed comes in Jordan Wheaton of Pinkerton. Wow, she's right on top of the record, too. The 15-12 is the record from Londonderry. It's Becca Paris Condola, 2010.
Well, they're off. And Wheaton is looking very strong out in front by a wide margin, almost full hurdle length.
Wow, she looks really good. 15:45.
That was Wheaton from Pinkerton, 15:45.
15:45. Sicard, Coe-Brown, 16:72.
Doherty from Concord, 17:31. Poulin, Exeter, 17:38. Weeks from Portsmouth, 18:33. Horton from Merrimack, 19:26. And Gage from Merrimack.
So that's definitely a record we could see going down.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely not unreasonable to think so.
Because you got a couple more studs in the second heat. Look at the best 300-meter hurdler in the state.
The record in that event was 15:12. Wheaton just ran
It's a nice warm day, so
in her trial.
give a little bit of competition, a little bit pressure on the side maybe,
Yeah.
at least at the start.
So we got Roy of Merrimack, Mazaral of Nashua North, Arakilian of Portsmouth, Plant of Salem, Lavelle of Exeter, Muller of Concord, and Bartnicki of Manchester Memorial. So it should be a good one between lanes 4 and 5.
In their blocks now.
Second heat.
Cindy Lavelle is up in front.
A little bit of company with Plant from
Oh,
Salem.
that's a good one. They're pushing each other good.
15:98, the official time on that one.
Lavelle
Ooh.
from Exeter, 15:98. Plant from Salem, 16:05.
Give that girl credit. She fell a couple of times in that
Yeah.
race. That's tough. You fall once, you get your rhythm thrown off, you get your speed thrown off.
It's a hard one to come back from.
Yeah.
Probably of course, if of any of the races, the hurdles. If you lose,
Oh,
it,
yeah.
it's done. You can make up for it in the 300 hurdles, but
Yeah, there's enough room to gain some speed
Yep.
and get going, but this is so short that
there's
if you
no room
can't,
for error.
if you can't get up to speed, then
You remember when Billy Powers, we had that tailwind, and I think we were, I think it was the division meet. Remember he came up on the hurdle too quick, And that was it. And then the
Oh,
MOCs
yeah.
the following week. I think he broke the state record.
Come off the track at this time. The hurdle trials are done. Next on the track will be the girls 100. All boys in the 100 trials, please check in at the clerking area at this time. The clerking area is at the head of the straightaway next to the red tent. Hurdles off the track at this time. In the girls 100 meters, we have 4 heats. The winner of each heat will advance, and the next best 4 times taken from all 4 heats to make our 8-person final.
This 100, this is another record that could possibly go down. We got Daigle of Salem, Malloy of Co-Brown, Tavares of Nashua North, Ross of Nashua South, Dillon of Merrimack, Saney of Memorial, and Nazar of Pinkerton. Ross is the clear favorite in this. She comes in with a 12:47. She's the best sprinter in the state. She's only a sophomore, so she's got some years.
Again, all boys in the 100 should be checking in at this time.
Ross's best time came about a month ago, April 13th, at North.
We watched her last week at the Clipper Relays, and she was ripping it there. So the record right now is 12:30. Brie Robertson of Pinkerton back in 2008.
No, I'm going to use cones. That one.
So the wind we got today is mostly a cross breeze. Looks like it's blowing from the south.
I'll tell you right now where we are, it feels pretty nice.
It actually does. I'm glad it's blowing
Yeah.
this way.
I brought a fan just in case. I'm not feeling the fan, but I am feeling that breeze, so I'm pretty happy with that.
It definitely got cold at the Clipper Relays the other night.
Yeah, it started to cool down, that's for sure.
Like good friend Nate LeVay said, Jim, you're a little overdressed. And I think I was perfect at that point.
All right, here we go.
First heat, girls 100.
Ross just coasting.
I tell you, at that 50 mark or so, it was even, and then looked like she just
Yeah.
kind of,
And she just did that, just did 12.
Ross,
12:46. It looked like she was just not even ripping it yet.
12:88. Tavares, North, 12:91. Malloy,
Didn't it look like you?
13:18.
What's that?
Didn't it look like she was just coasting?
Oh, yeah.
Memorial,
Yeah, no,
I,
she
I think she's going to get that record.
Well, I mean, she improves her time from earlier in the season. And again, I agree with you. I don't think it was 100% effort.
No.
So it's, again, warm weather for sprinters. It's pretty good. And fortunately, it's night meet for our distance athletes. Might cool down a little bit at some point. Taking a look, I do see a wind gauge at the 50.
Well, that-
So everything will get official with it. But like you said, the wind shouldn't be a factor in the current direction. it
Wow,
is.
that's blowing from the east right now. The flag just kicked up.
Oh, yeah.
So that's perfect for a sprinter.
Yeah. Just a little bit of a tailwind.
So we got Ogbun Mary of Marie of Merrimack, Quirk of Concord, Callahan of Salem, Jenkins of Portsmouth, Sipple of Pinkerton, Thompson of Exeter, and Arupal of Londonderry. Actually, we got 4 preliminary beats here.
Second heat.
And second heat is off.
Jenkins out in front.
It's Jenkins of Portsmouth. Close one at the end.
That's Jenkins from Portsmouth.
Jenkins does take it, 12:72.
Chappelle from Pinkerton, 12:77. Third is Thompson.
Improves her time from the her best time of the season, I should say.
13:39. Ogbanari from Merrimack was next in 13:39 also. Quirk from Concord 13:46, and Callahan from Salem 13:57. I have the girls finalists for the hurdles. These girls should go to the clerking area to receive your hip numbers for the finals. Arakelin, Portsmouth. Doherty, Concord. Plant, Salem. Wheaton, Pinkerton. LeVay, Exeter. Sicard, Co-Brown. Poulin, Exeter. And Muller, Concord. That final will be held right after the boys' 100.
This third heat, we got Thomas of North, Roberts of Pinkerton, Lavelle of Exeter, Rodriguez of Memorial, Adigan of Salem, and Caceres of Concord. Looks like Lavelle out in front.
I feel like we just saw her run.
Yeah, we did. Looks like Thomas is going to take that heat. Nashua North.
That was Thomas from North.
Thomas, 12.68.
Roberts from Pinkerton, 12.76. Lavelle, Exeter, 12.92.
This is looking like it's going to be a pretty good final coming up.
Rodriguez, Memorial, 13.36. And Caceres from Concord, 13.98. That was heat 3. One more heat of the girls.
That was our third heat of 4.
For the girls.
I feel like I should just put a mic on Larry. He's doing everything we need him to do right now.
It definitely carries over. No, it's
I know we can hear it. I just don't know how much everyone else can hear it.
coming over.
Yeah.
So in this next heat, we got Beauregard of Concord, Hartson of Elvern, Braswell of Nashua South, Knees of Exeter, T-Bolt of Memorial, and Cooper of Sauhegan. So in your heyday, Greg, would you have qualified in here? Or you'd just be outside of it? Probably be the 9th runner, right?
For this?
Yeah.
I think I would have qualified.
You'd have qualified,
Oh, yeah.
really?
Yeah, I think so.
You wouldn't have beaten Ross, though.
I can state with absolute confidence, if we were to race right now, she would absolutely beat me.
Oh, yeah, she'd rip you right now.
Yeah.
Wow, this is a good matchup right here between Braswell and Knees. Good one. So Knees took that.
12.67. Braswell South, 12.70. Beauregard, Concord, 13.10. Beauregard.
So Coons and Braswell will be moving on out of that heat.
Cooper from Sauhegan, 13.10. Hudson Alvern, 13.37. Tebow Memorial, 13.82. And Beauregard, Concord, 14.01. That was the 4th heat. The winner of each of those heats are going to advance to the finals, plus the 4 next best times. In the boys' 100 trials, we have 3 heats. The winners will advance, plus the next best 5
There you go. I mic'd
times.
up Larry a little bit. You can hear him just a little bit now.
Good. You do a lot of our work.
Let's just sit back, relax, and watch them meet.
All right, so in this boys' 100 meters, first heat, we'll get Henderson of Sauhegan, Jackson of Elvern, Fletcher of Portsmouth, Speziferi of Pinkerton, Elise of Memorial, Mullen of Concord, Sadowski of Merrimack. Speziferi comes in with 11.14, but there's some good times going on here. Record's Jaden Rumwick. He was a stud. Remember him?
The name does sound familiar, and I can picture him too. So
Yeah, that was part of that Pinkerton dynasty there that won it quite a few years.
not very good with names and faces, so if I can remember them.
I remember them because Concord was battling. The Concord guys would be battling against them.
Well, you remember everyone, so. All right, good start.
Here we go,
First sheet of the boys.
Speziferi.
Yeah, he's looking pretty good out in front.
That looks real good.
I think that's Fletcher next to him, perhaps.
Yep, Nate Fletcher of Portsmouth. 11.21. Good time.
Berry from Pinkerton, 11:21. Fletcher, Portsmouth, 11:32. Alizzi, Memorial, 11:57.
Henderson, Sauhegan, 1174. Mullen from Concord, 1179. Sadowski from Merrimack, 1182. And Jackson from Malvern, 1209. That was the first heat.
Nothing wrong with that. So the second heat, we got Freeman of Memorial, Amaro of Londonderry, Devine of Pinkerton, Nada of Portsmouth, McDonald of Salem, Tungaroo of Concord, Ogbungnamuri of Merrimack, and Francis of Nashua North.
All right, this is heat number 2. They are backing into their blocks now. First command has been given.
So in this will be the 3 fastest and the 5 next times? 3 winners and the 5 fastest times?
That makes sense, yeah, with, what, 4 heats?
There's 3 heats.
3 heats?
3 heats in this one.
Second heat.
Ooh, it's a good battle right here.
That's close.
Looks like McDonald's going to take that one. McDonald of Salem.
McDonald, Salem, 11:27. Nada, Portsmouth, 11:34.
Amaro, Londonderry, 11:54.
Tungaroo, Concord, 1156. Devine from Pinkerton, also 1156. Francis from North, 1197.
His final
I have the finalists for
Prelim.
the boys' hurdles. These boys should report to the clerking area to receive their hit numbers. Ireland, Exeter, Larson, Co-Brown, Ramshaw, Londonderry, Jocks, Salem, Foster Memorial, Ripperger, Portsmouth, Ferocious, Portsmouth, and Henderson, Sauhegan.
Those names that we just heard from Larry are the finalists for the boys 4x110.
So heat 3 of the 3 prelims. You got Isaac of Pinkerton, Digest of North, Street of Londonderry, Sebastian of Memorial, Marino of Concord, Schaff of Portsmouth, Ellis of Elvern, and Fry of North. This might be the first time we've seen Schaff this year of Portsmouth. And they're going to need him if they're going to go for a state championship. Last year, he was doing it all in the 100 and the 200 for him.
Here we go, third and final heat.
Looks like Sam Street. Is that right?
That was
Street.
from Londonderry.
Wow.
23.
23. Sebastian from Memorial, 1149.
Street wasn't the favorite there.
Portsmouth, 1159.
Chopped off quite a bit of time.
It's a warm day. You never know
Yeah.
what can happen.
Back up. Marino, Concord, 1159. Schaff, Portsmouth, 1171. Isaac Pinkerton, 1184. Fry North, 1187. At this time, I need the girls' hurdles placed on the track. The girls' hurdles, please.
Yeah, you mentioned Street. I mean, his best time coming into it a month ago, 11:50.
Where did he get down to 11:23?
Yeah.
It's a pretty good jump.
Girls' high jump can warm up at this time. All girls in the high jump should be
All right, so
checking
as we can
in.
see next on the track will be our girls 100-meter hurdles
Girls'
finals.
hurdles should be placed. We need all
We can see them kind of
8
reporting there
names.
now. Go ahead, throw the names on the screen for you as to who's doing it.
On the track, it's going to be the finals of the girls' 100-meter hurdles. In lane 1.
It's going to be a good race right here.
Eric Kellyan. In lane 2, from Concord, Doherty. in lane 3.
I tell you, someone in
from
shape,
Salem,
100 shouldn't really take
in
much
lane
out of you,
4,
but doing
from
100 hurdles,
Wheaton,
then 100,
in lane
and then more
5,
hurdles,
from
and then another
Exeter,
100.
Lavelle, in lane 6,
Gotta imagine
from
Lavelle
Brown,
might get a little bit
Sicard,
fatigued from
in
it.
lane 7, from
Probably not
Exeter,
too much, but just a
Pullen,
little bit.
And in lane 8, from Concord, Muller.
So see if Wheaton can take this record down.
Boys hurdlers,
15:12's time to beat.
Hip number: Ireland, Larson, Ramshaw, Jacques, Foster, Ripperger, Cryosis, and Henderson.
Still getting some hurdles set up. Again, this is NewHampshireTrackandField.com, powered by Runner's Alley. This is our 2022 Merrimack Invitational. We've got Lancer Timing doing timing today. You can go to lancertiming.com to get all those live results. Pretty good day to be a sprinter right now.
So this should be a good race. I'm going to go with Wheaton. I think she's going to get the record, too. Depends how much she's going to be pushed.
Well, taking a look down the track, looks like all our hurdles are good to go. And looks like we've got all our athletes at the line and our starter. Give him the whistle. Getting into his spot. All right, gun is up. See all the girls jumping around a bit. Making sure their fast twitch muscles are ready to fire. Your finals of the girls 100-meter hurdles here at Merrimack Invitational. Our first finals of the day on the track, and they are off.
The finals of the girls.
Lavelle gets a good stop, but Wheaton is taking over. Look at that.
Wheaton with some absolutely smooth-looking form.
This record's going down. Oh, it ties it. Let's see what happens.
That time on the clock is unofficial. Official time, 15:10.
She got it by 200ths of a second.
Second is Lavelle, Exeter,
pretty good.
1588. Third is Sicard, Co-Brown, 1633. Fourth is
Wow.
Doherty.
I mean, you just look at the difference from first to second right there.
Fifth
That's pretty
is
significant.
Plant from Salem, 1666. And sixth is Pullen from Exeter, 1716.
And I mean, you just look at the form for it, and she was just so smooth going over the hurdles.
She looked very good.
Looked effortless.
And she's got some, Lavelle got out quicker.
Yep.
But she just overtook her and no problem at all.
Wheaton's time in the hurdles of 15:10 establishes a new meet record. The record was 15:12, set in 2010 by Becca Perazzacanola from Londonderry. That's a 12-year-old record. Wheaton from Pinkerton.
12-year record that just
Next
went down.
hurdles,
Pretty impressive.
going to the boys' height and the boys' positions, please.
Well, I'm willing to bet this record's not going to come down.
What's the record for the boys?
14:44.
Okay.
Adam Spencer. That kid was tough. That was another one that was just really, really tough from Pinkerton.
I have the girls' 100 finalists. They should be checking in.
I think he ended up finishing fourth in New England.
Wow.
So
Simple from Pinkerton.
you do that, you're
As well.
You're probably going to set a pretty good time.
Thomas
Yep.
From North. Ross from
Starting to
South.
feel a little bit more wind now. I'm curious
Quinnis from Exeter.
how that's going to play out. Although the one flag I can see is just totally still. So
Dylan from Merrimack. Those are the 8 finalists for for the girls 100
Well, I have a second.
meters.
Taking a look at that clock, we can see it's different than the results.
I also have
That clock
a
is an
boys
unofficial
finalist.
when it stops.
The
That's just
boys
when
finalist.
something crosses the line. So that could be a hand, a foot, anything like that. The official time is done based off of your torso, and that's why we're seeing a 15:10 versus a 15:12. And that clock, we can see it be a little bit later, just because it doesn't have to be exact, so that part won't be exact. The cameras themselves are on the line; those will be exact. So that's why all our results, we can rely on those. That clock, though, it can it's just going to more or less manually. It's not completely manually, but it's not going to be exact. So pretty good for a 2 mile. You know, it's going to give us a pretty good idea of where we're at. But for a dash like that, we always like to look at that picture nice and close, and we get that exact result from LancerTiming.com.
So in the finals, we got Ireland of Exeter, Larson of Coe-Brown, Ramshaw of Londonderry, Jacques of Salem, Foster of Memorial, Rippiger of Portsmouth, Carosis of Portsmouth, Henderson of Sauhegan.
Larson from Coe-Brown is in 2. Ramshaw from Londonderry is in 3. Jacques from Salem is in 4. Foster from Memorial is in 5. Rippiger from Portsmouth is in 6. Carosis from Portsmouth is in 7. And Henderson
Guys getting
from
some
Sauhegan
last-minute
is in
instructions
8.
now from the starter.
That flag's blowing a little bit now.
Is it just me, or does that set of hurdles look too low? I guess that's just me. I'm seeing it now. Fortunately, everyone at the track level can actually tell that. Boys in their blocks now.
Jacques looked pretty good in the prelims, so we'll see what happens here. See if
Fair start from everyone.
Jacques
out in front. Foster right behind him.
yeah, he's got it together today, man. Memorial's coming up, though.
Ooh, that's going to be close.
Looks like Foster might have gotten him.
Take a look at the
Oh,
official
Jacques
results.
held him off.
Salem,
And we've got
15:44.
Jacques in front.
Foster from Memorial, 15:46. Ramshaw from Londonderry, 15:90. Rippiger from Portsmouth, 15:94. Fifth is Ireland from Exeter, 16:96. Carosis from Portsmouth, 17:25 was 6th.
So 200ths of a
Next on
second.
the
That's
track
pretty
will
good.
be the girls 100.
I think if that was a
At this
111
time,
hurdle,
I would like
Foster
all
would have had
girls
it.
Yeah.
in the 1600 meters to check in at the clerking area. As a
Yeah, he was
reminder,
definitely he definitely had the
clerking
momentum.
area is at the end of the straightaway, next to the red runners alley, New Hampshire track and field 10. To all girls in the 1600 meters, please check in at this time. Next on the track is the finals of the
What do you think?
girls
Finals of the girls
100.
going to go ahead and get over that first hurdle?
They're probably going to leave that out there for Ross because I think if you leave that hurdle out there for Ross, I think she's still going to win.
I'd definitely throw off your start a little bit.
Lane 4.
Not sure I'd be a fan of it. I'm surprised too. No one's grabbed this. Got to be honest. If I'm on the line right now, I'm moving mine so I can practice a start.
From Portsmouth, lane 7. Roberts from Pinkerton.
Starter will give him
Lane
plenty of
8,
time, though.
Dylan from Merrimack. The girls.
Doesn't look like any of them all too eager to
finals.
get in their blocks and have one extra go of it, but
So we got Sipple of Pinkerton, Braswell of South, Thomas of North, Ross of South, Coons of Exeter, Jenkins, Portsmouth, Roberts, Pinkerton, Dillon, Merrimack. My money's on Ross on this one. I think this record's going to go down too.
well, I'd say Ross for the win would be a pretty safe bet at this point.
She's a machine. She's just a good-looking runner. Just a matter of how hard she's going to be pushed. 'Cause she looked like she was just coasting in the prelims.
Well, they're off. Kind of saw this from her before. Gradual through the 50 and then starts pulling away from everyone else. And that is the case again.
Wow, 12:41. Just missed it.
That was Ross.
Officially 12:42 for Ross.
12:42. Second, Kuntz from Exeter, 12:74. In third, Thomas, 100 back. In from North, 12:75. Fourth is Jenkins from Portsmouth, 12:82. Fifth is Roberts from Pinkerton, 12:96. And sixth is Braswell from South, 12:98.
Top
Next on
six,
the track
all under
is the
13
boys'
seconds.
100-meter final.
That's a good heat, though.
In lane 1, Emma from Londonderry. In lane 2, Nada from Portsmouth. Lane 3, McDonald from Salem. In lane 4, Spezzafari from Pinkerton. Lane 5, Street from Londonderry. In lane 6, Fletcher from Portsmouth. Lane 7, Sebastian from Memorial. And then 8, Tunguru from Concord.
So Spezzafari definitely looks like the
Yeah, he looked good in trials.
very good. .11.0 is the record. Be hard pressed to get that one, but I bet he'll get pretty close.
What are they, like right around 11.2 in prelims?
Yeah.
11.2, 11.3?
Now, if this was Bayless, I would be saying yes, he would probably get it.
Good start.
Close one. Spezzafari out in front. He's going to be pushed on this one. Just missed it. Well, maybe we'll see when the correction.
11:02.
11:02.
11:02. Street from Londonderry, 11:12.
So 200ths of a second off the record. That's a great effort, though.
11:19. Nada from Portsmouth, 11:27. Fifth, Fletcher from Portsmouth, 11:29. And sixth, Tanguru from Concord, 11:40. Next on the track.
That's a fast heat, huh?
Girls 1600
Fast
meters.
race.
All boys in the 1600 meters should be checking in at this time. All boys in the 1600 meters.
Looks like the field event's going pretty well too. We got pole vault up to 12 feet, and then I saw the boys' discus is landing almost in the javelin area. So we got some big throws going on over there. Can't see the board from here, but
Yeah, we talked about how warm weather benefit for the for the sprinters. Same thing for the throwers. You're using that fast twitch as well.
Do you think Spezzafari was going to go that fast or what?
You know, I think he looked good today. I think the weather can definitely be a factor in that. So.
So we got Tyler Sheedy going to be joining us.
Who?
Tyler Sheedy. He's running the Louks game tomorrow. He got into that. It's kind of an exclusive race.
Yeah, it's excited to just watch the races today and hopefully see some good ones.
Yep, that's good.
So
What are you running tomorrow night?
3200.
3200.
Yeah. Should be a good race in the 16.
Yep.
Fast heat. Is there 2 heats?
There's only one heat.
1 heat, okay.
So
Four laps.
we got McIntyre of Dover, Nyan of Concord, Porter Schwartz of Portsmouth, Goulis of Concord, Bortz of Dover, Grew of Pinkerton, Anderson of Elverum. So Izzy McIntyre's been having a great year. You know a little bit about her.
Yeah, so I will say her seed time's not the true representation of her her abilities. She was a bit sick for running that race, and she ran about 5:13 indoors, so or 5:10 actually. So hopefully she runs well today. I did see some Concord runners at a meet the other day, and they were running pretty well on the mile. So we'll see what they do here. Tight pack though, starting at 200.
So what's your goal for tomorrow night? How fast?
Just under 9:20 probably.
Yeah, that'd be a good goal.
Good, yeah. Just put myself in the race. See what happens.
Break that barrier would be nice.
Exactly, yes.
And it's actually a real 2 mile.
Is it a 2 mile?
I think so, right?
I'm not positive. Either way, it's I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I thought it was a 2 mile. Maybe
That'd be awesome, yeah. This looks like Portsmouth and Concord out in front.
So Porter Schwartz, Molly Nyan.
She was not seated that high, but that's a strong move up to the front.
Coming up on the 400 meters.
So on the shoulder of Nyan, that you said I was in front.
Yep. Just remember, it's not how you start.
Exactly, it's how you finish.
Where you finish.
Often, I remember in this mile a few years ago, the guys' race started out where the higher steeds were going way to the front, so they were on the outside of the track. So we'll see if that happens again in this race.
84 on that 400 split.
But you never know when the kid's going to get a breakthrough. We saw some breakthroughs tonight in the 100 and the 110 hurdles.
So there's a small gap, and they're kind of closing under now.
So if you were in this race right here, you'd be expecting to be top 6 maybe, probably?
This one right
yeah,
here?
right here.
I sure hope so. Maybe not quite.
I don't think you'd be that good.
So still Potter Schwartz in front. Oh, no. It's a move up to the front.
So your 800-meter runner, is he running tonight?
He is, yes. It's looking a pretty good field for that, yeah.
Yeah, but he should take that.
I don't know. Clegg from Londonderry.
Yeah.
He's going to be up there. And Jake Haley and Gavin Demas.
I haven't seen Haley yet. He's the Portsmouth kid?
Yeah. He was at one of our meets, but it was everyone ran slow that day. It was pretty windy. That's McIntyre in front right now, though.
Coming up in the 800 meters, halfway.
So Potter Schwartz has been on the outside for quite a bit of it, but she's still up front, though. McIntyre leads it. And Concord's just sitting right in the back of that pack, both of them. Small field.
Tell you, McIntyre's got good form.
Yeah.
Good looking runner.
She kicks well pretty well too, so hopefully she can finish it out.
At this time,
starting to get a little daylight there.
Yeah, there you go.
4 by 1.
About 6:50 to go.
Now, do you have any race plan with your coach on when you're going to go, or is you just go on field?
I just want to latch on to whoever's right there, and hopefully they bring me to a fast time. Probably go out 4:35, something like that. We'll see.
Oh, yeah, you'll have plenty of company, believe me.
So yeah, McIntyre with about 5 meters on Isabel Gruel from Pinkerton, and about 2 meter gap back to pack of 4. But Izzy has the lead.
McIntyre from Dover moving into the lead.
Yeah, she's got nice smooth. Her arms are perfect. Good looking runner.
By Gruel from Pinkerton.
Won't be a crazy fast time. Looks like we're more tactical today. But definitely looking good. We'll see if anybody can challenge over this last lap. It's like about 4:33 pace, 5:33 pace, I mean.
So that must be Stephen Gruel's sister.
Oh, okay.
Remember? Pinkerton runner.
Okay, I remember him a little bit.
Molly O'Donnell from Elburn. Please report to the
So that's now Concord going 3-4.
From Elburn to the triple jump, please.
Still keeping about the same gap that they were at about 400 to go. But the entire field now has their own little spot. So we're back in the pandemic.
McIntyre's got a nice, good turnover.
200 to go. Just got to hold on.
I think Concord's going to get second here.
Looks like she's closing. Five minutes on the clock.
Concord makes the pass into second.
Yep. So McIntyre's going to take this.
Yeah, good finish too.
I tell you, we got a pretty good looking kick from Concord, though.
Yeah, Molly Nyan.
Yeah, she's going to be pretty close, but Izzy's going to hold on.
Yeah, this will be Izzy McIntyre of Dover.
It's about 119 last lap.
McIntyre of Dover.
It's a negative split, that.
5:28.97. Second is Nyhan from Concord, 5:30.84. Third is Brew from Pinkerton, 5:32.69.
And Nyan made a move over that last lap. Take second.
5:38.79.
So the other Dover girl looks pretty good too, huh?
Yeah, Allison Bortz right
Bortz,
there.
yeah.
She ran well.
Nothing wrong with that.
And sixth is
Put herself in there, right in the pack. Smart race.
You Dover guys and girls have got it going again.
I feel like this might be the last year of the Dover boys. I love my boys very much, but we graduate 4 seniors from our cross team, and
that's tough.
next kid's over 20 minutes. So
That just sounds like a challenge to me.
yeah, but Coach Piotti has the girls to keep him happy for a while. So you know,
From Alburn.
All right, our boys' heat takes the track.
From Timberlane.
should be a good race. Excited to see what Hiltz can do.
Preston Texera from North.
Well, I can tell you what he's not going to do. He's not going to beat your butt tonight. I see your name in there.
Yeah.
You dodging Hiltz?
Right. Well, I was gonna be in here if I didn't make it to Laux.
And Ramshaw.
Hiltz is having a good season.
Yeah, for sure.
And Champney from Concord. Those are the finalists.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Been a
very,
long,
very scary to me.
It's been a long time since a kid come out and broke out with a 417 and a 156
Right.
in a meaningless meet at the beginning of the season. But that was a breakthrough right there.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, whoa, that's pretty good.
He's ready, no doubt about that. But will he be ready when it's championship time?
Well, I feel kind of bad because it's basically going to be him and Murphy out front, just like all their dual meets. So I wish I could be in this race, but unfortunately it's the day before Laux.
So what do we got? 2 heats here?
Looks like one.
Just 1 heat,
One
huh?
big one.
I don't know. It looks like random seating because my buddy Zach Pelletier is on the line in front.
Yeah, he's about middle of the pack, so this would be
See
more
ya.
of a random.
Yeah.
From Merrimack, and that would be a meet record.
Key with Murphy is if Murphy gets that last lap, if he can develop it, he would be one of the hardest ones to beat in the state.
I think the big thing for him is he needs to learn to run on the inside.
Oh, my
'Cause
God.
he was running on lane
Are you
2 for the
telling me?
entire race.
Yeah. Forrest already addressed that with him. Hopefully it sunk in a little bit. There's no reason to be running out in that second lap.
He did that with Bragg last year, too.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Looks like he's doing a bit better with that right now, and so already pretty strung out actually.
Boys, 1,600 meters, 17 competitors.
So it's Hiltz and Murphy right now.
Yep, I expect them to break away. Tyler Kazik's in there too, so hopefully he does well.
Yeah, Tyler's turning into a pretty good runner.
Yeah.
So we got Hiltz, Murphy, Kazik, Fairhurst, Marcotte, Norder, LeVay, Crowell,
Top 5
Shera,
girl
Pelletier,
teams.
Stein,
Everest
Daigle,
Point,
Faza,
Pinkerton,
Tyler Watt,
18,
Davis,
Exeter,
Hoffmaster,
17,
Norder, Beauregard.
Concord, 16, Dover,
So right now,
12,
Hiltz, Murphy
and
leading the
South,
way.
11.
Yep.
Those are girls.
So it looks like they're
scores.
about 4:20. A little bit actually, a little bit slower than that, so I might want to pick it up a bit. But Sam tends to finish pretty quickly. He ran a 53 split at a dual meet 2 days ago. So there's Murphy going in the front, doing some pacing duties. That's Tyler LaValle, who's in third, followed by another Tyler.
I'll tell you what, I'd make Murphy a steeplechaser.
Yeah,
Just
the height right
college.
there.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that could be
God.
great.
I've already discussed that with him.
I saw that all 3 of UNH's Concord's big 3 going to UNH. It's pretty exciting.
Yep. That's good things for UNH.
Yeah.
There. I actually like to see Murphy be a little closer to Hiltz on this one.
I think if he wants to, go for the win, he's got to make up a little bit of a gap right there. But right now, it looks like they're going to be coming through about 2:10, maybe 2:12. They got to go if they want to put up a good time.
LaValle, Memorial looks good. Kazik's overtaking him now.
Halfway to 11.
And Nick Marcotte is on fifth right now with Fairhurst.
Murphy, you tuck in. You don't ride that second lane.
I would just sit right behind Hiltz. Hiltz going to run fast time, so if you just go right behind him, then he'll be in a good spot.
Thing about Hiltz, though, I wouldn't say he's the best kicker, but he explodes when he goes. And that
Well, I experienced that a few weeks ago, and it's pretty good. He ran 62. He runs fast from a long ways out. Maybe not the last 100, but if he goes at 400, he's got the.
And that's what he needs to develop with guys like Kindop and stuff like that. You need to have. Not that you have to be fast to have a good kick. You just have to have a good kick, and you got to figure out where your kick's going to be.
Right. You know who looks good right now is Kasich. He's
Oh yeah, he puts
open it
everything
up.
into it.
Kind of in no man's land right now, but if he can move up, he should be in a good spot. Here we go. Sam Hiltz leading John Murphy.
I have a feeling Keys is going to track down Murphy.
He might. He looks good.
Murphy's got to hold on. He's got to learn to hold on in this last lap.
3:19, so it's not going to be the best time today unless they close really hard. LaValle's having a good race. Fairhurst looking pretty good.
Murphy,
And
if you
small
make a
pack
move,
there.
you got to make it. You can't just dub around with it. You need to go.
Now it looks like
There's
he's trying to
Murphy,
make
right?
it now off the turn.
Looks like he's trying to go.
Yeah. So when you make a move like that, you want to make that
Right.
move.
And maybe, I don't know if there's a tailwind out there or something he can use, but Hiltz there's a little bit of a gap.
So you know what I like to say? When you make a move to the kid, make sure you make it so good his
Jeez.
mother feels it. There you
Yeah,
go.
I know, yeah.
There you go.
Wow. Murphy might take this. Can he hold on for another 100?
I don't know. We'll see if he's got guts.
I think Hiltz might have it, but it's going to be close. It's a good race here. He looks good.
He does look good.
I think Murphy might take this.
Well, here we go. Finally.
Oh, my God. This last
Murphy's
lap's
come
gonna
to
be flying. Wow.
Murphy has come to play.
It's like maybe
Murphy Hills.
4:19.9 or something. It's very, very close to the barrier. And Kasich with a good race, too.
4:20.08.
Oh, man, just barely missed it. Tyler, 4:31. Marcotte finishes with a good last lap.
Third is Kasich from Co-Brown, 4:31.36.
And there's Jaron Nord under the barrier. That's good.
4:36.61.
That's a good race.
Yeah.
I
told Murphy last year, I said, you could run somewhere between 4:12 and 4:15 if you get that last lap together. You have the talent. So that right there gives him a little confidence. So,
That scares me.
well, there's two guys now that can beat you.
Right.
So,
And Kindop, too.
no, I wouldn't be scared of anybody. You got a good kick. You're still probably stronger than those guys. Because whether your strength,
Yeah.
I in the 2 mile, I don't see anybody beating you in the 2 mile. I just don't, not in divisions.
I sure hope so. We'll see what Hooper can do tonight. He's the one who
I still
what he does.
I still don't see it.
Did Stamp just make that?
You've run a what have you run? 14:56.
Yeah.
5K. That's a little bit better than. That tells me you got strength.
Sure. That's not. I mean, I appreciate it, but it's not a 2 mile though. It's still
No,
long
but
ways
you just
away.
gotta have the confidence.
Right.
I have a feeling you're gonna run probably a 9:15 down at Louks, somewhere in that range.
Be awesome. Appreciate it, Jimmy.
You just gotta latch on and believe in yourself.
Yeah, that's my only goal is to relax as much as possible for those first
Hey,
few
what time
laps.
are you running at? That's the key.
7:15.
7:15.
So hopefully it's dark enough by then. It's going to be also cooler down there.
Yeah.
Just cleared 14
Well,
feet in the pole.
Yeah,
vault.
Wow.
14 feet in the pole vault.
Pretty good.
Wow.
Record. The meet record was from 19 years ago. It was at 13 feet 6 inches in 2003. Tim Hepworth from Londonderry held the record for the last 19 years.
So I remember when Winslow and Forrest went down there. Winslow, I think, came in with like a 9:19. And
Sure.
He left there with a 9:05.
Right. Yeah.
So,
And
That's-
Eli Moskowitz too.
well, he ran with an 8:44.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a newsflash. You're not going to run 8:44. But I do think 9:15-ish. I definitely believe that.
Definitely go out like that.
You know?
Try to go after it.
You might surprise yourself going a little faster. You never know. You just it's whatever, but just latch on to someone that's a little bit faster than you, and I think that'll be a good thing for you.
All right, taking a look. This is Heat 1 of the girls 4x100, Heat 1 of 2. In this heat, we have Portsmouth in 1, Exeter in 2, Nashua South in 3, Pinkerton in 4, Concord in 5, and Co-Brown in lane 6. Fastest seed of this, Nashua South in lane 3, and it looks like their anchor might be someone with the last name of Ross.
Oh, that's pretty well-known last name, at least in the last few years.
Last hour as well, I'd say.
Did she win the 100?
There are 2 heats.
Yeah, okay.
Results are based on time. They don't run again. We just take the
I remember
two
last year at
mesh them together,
divisionals, she
and
didn't win the
drop
100,
6
but she had the best clothes of
times
anybody.
places.
And the 200 came up and she destroyed everyone.
Best clothes of anybody.
I guess they can't really close well in 100, but
She looks really relaxed when she's running, I can tell you that.
sometimes that makes you run faster if you're more relaxed. Maybe not in 100, but
No, you want to be relaxed. Otherwise, you tighten up, everything tightens up. So nice, loose, relaxed.
Zone 1, you're
A lot of
okay.
people actually, when they're feeling the pressure right next to you, they'll start tightening up, trying harder. You
Right.
can't try harder. You just have to go faster.
What?
That's what I tell the kids. Go faster.
in workouts when I do 800s, I'll go out and run a 62 first lap and it's go as hard as I can and close horribly. But then if I go out and relax, I'll run a 62 again, just feel a lot better for the last lap. So it's fine that relaxing works a lot better.
Yeah, it takes a little bit less energy.
Right.
I always try and relax when I can, you know.
My biggest pet peeve is not running through the finish line. Like stopping.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like, do not decelerate. Just keep accelerating
So that means
till you
you're
get by
okay.
it.
All right.
There's,
I was
there's
waiting-
always
I was
somebody
waiting for a white
Yep.
flag.
that's going to get you at some
Well,
point.
Staying down on
I had
zone 3.
I had a ghost get me.
You're
I'll
okay,
explain.
right? You're ready
Our
now.
1500 meter school record is 407.
Sorry guys, I was looking for
0.2,
red meaning
and I ran
no,
407.3
white would be yes.
in a meet my sophomore year, and didn't lean to the line. And I missed it because of that.
Oh,
And I haven't run a 15 since because COVID.
yeah.
So don't have the record still. If
Right.
I'd leaned to the line, I would have gotten it.
All right, taking a look at the track. Carter's going to go ahead and make sure this is in focus for us. There we go. Set, and they're off. Clean looking start from everyone there.
Waving it until they're ready.
Looks like South might have a little bit of that gap made up already. Again, they are the top team in this heat. We're looking at clean handoffs now, and looks
So keep it up.
okay
Cole Brown
from
in
them.
the back too.
Yeah, Cole Brown out in lane 6, looking very strong at this point. They'll still have that stagger. Pinkerton making quite the move.
It's like handoff. South was first, and then Cole Brown, but they do have Ross in the anchor.
Flag over there. I guess so. All right, so when
Yeah, Pinkerton
Moving
South
up.
looking pretty good on this stagger. Cole Brown hanging around as well. Got to finish out that turn with a nice handoff. Pinkerton
race.
in the lead.
They were in the lead.
And now it is all South coming down to the line.
Pretty clear victory right there. It's like South, Pinkerton, then
That was the
close
first
between
heat
Cole Brown
for the
and
girls,
meet
4
record.
by 100 meter. That was South. 49.74.
Record was 49.8.
Pinkerton,
Well,
50,
49.74 is a bit faster than that.
51.07.
And Nashua South goes on to beat Nashua South. Is their record. Although none of these girls were on the team, that record's from 2015.
And 6 was
So that's what, 3 events now with a meet record?
61.
Three
We've
meet
had-
records.
It's pretty good.
High jump meet record.
High jump?
Oh,
or pole
high
vault?
jump.
Pole vault,
Pole vault, yeah.
excuse me.
Then what, 110 hurdles? And then this.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
After I've announced the results, you can go pick up your awards. Second heat is coming up.
All right, second heat of the girls, 4x100 on the track now. We are running fast and slow today. In this heat 2 of 2, we have North in lane 1, Alvern in 2, Merrimack in 3, Salem in 4, and Londonderry in lane 5. Fastest team going into this heat would be Merrimack with a 52.66.
yes.
Girls discus at this time, please. Girls can check in at the discus.
So maybe we'll see, by some miracle, another meet record from the slow heat.
Maybe not in this event, but hopefully a little bit later on today we might see a couple more.
One is all set.
There's yellow, white, and red.
Here's a question. Do you know if it's if you're allowed to bring a B team this kind of meet?
All right, from the flags went down.
I'm going to go with a no.
Okay.
Most invites won't allow B teams.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a B team in an invite. See them all the time, of course, in the smaller meets, the Tuesday meets, or the weekday meets. Not that this isn't a weekday meet, but those 2, 3,
Non-invites,
4
yeah.
team.
Dual meets.
Yeah. All right, gun is up. First command given. Girls backing into their blocks now.
Coach Doyle's sister won the 10K at America East last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where does she run
She's got a
for?
great first name.
What's her name?
Mackenzie.
Mackenzie. Oh, nice.
Doyle, yes.
Girls heat 2 off now.
Boys
Same spelling?
scores.
I don't know. I think so.
Londonderry
Merrimack out to a
22,
strong start.
Concord 20.5, Salem
As we saw last week at
15,
Clipper, a lot of this
South
can come down to those
15,
handoffs.
15.
Merrimack still in the lead.
I don't know what lane they're in, but it looks like they're on towards the inside. That's a good stagger lead.
Merrimack in lane 3.
North is up there, though. It looks like
North,
they might-
yeah, North is making a move right now, closing that gap. I'd say they're about neck and neck right now. North taking a little bit of an advantage on it. Clean handoff from North. See how they finish over Merrimack.
Here's Merrimack trying to
Second and
close.
final heat,
She is
girls
closing.
4x100.
She looks
is
like she's
taking
gonna be
it.
close. She's gonna take it though.
And Merrimack takes heat number 2. Close race.
That was
51-2-3,
51-23.
improving on their seed time from the year. Same with North.
52-78. Fourth is Salem.
So in that 10K,
52-99.
she was in
Fifth is
second place the
Londonderry,
whole way,
56-78.
Oh,
except
yeah.
for probably the last 10 feet.
Jeez.
She beat her teammate.
Wow. Oh, where's she run for?
Who does she run for?
Yeah.
UMass Lowell.
Okay.
Yep.
They always do well in distance. At least America East.
So in the 5,000 in the men's,
Mhm.
they went 1 through 8.
That's what I heard.
I think they might have got 9 out of 11 or 9 out of 10.
Mhm.
I've never seen anything like that. It was dominant.
I remember Jake Velasquez was their 7th guy, I believe, his freshman year.
Yep.
Best runner in New Hampshire and goes there. And some of the best advice I got was from my freshman year coach Jeff Moretti, and he said, "When you go to college, you're a nobody.
Next on the
Aye.
track is the boys
Going in
100
expecting
meter
nothing.
relay.
Hopefully, get everything."
And I'll
this
tell you
year.
what, a lot of those guys you might have beaten in high school,
When you go into the building,
they
use the
improve. If you look
Right.
at UMass Lowell's guys,
No
not a lot of those guys were
spikes at all,
superstars
please.
in high school,
Please do not wear spikes.
but they definitely
Into the restroom
improve when they get in
area.
college.
Also,
Next event on the track, the boys 4x100 meter relay. We have 3 heats of it today in this first and fastest heat. In lane 1, Salem. 2 is Portsmouth. 3 is Pinkerton. 4, Londonderry. 5, Concord. And lane 6 on the outside of the track is Sauhegan in that black and yellow that we see. Looks like the boys
So Sheedy's
starting it.
Sheedy's out of here. I didn't mean
Oh, he's
any.
out?
Yeah, I didn't mean any of that stuff about. We're off the air, right? I didn't mean anything about 9:15. I just wanted to come off as a good guy, you know, give him some encouragement. No, I think he could run that.
3 is okay.
Let's
Now
see
we
if
all-
You know as soon as he leaves, he's putting this on his phone, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he watches this nonstop.
Yeah.
So does every kid, though.
True.
It's unbelievable. Everybody's in tech now.
I know everything I say. I got people all over me going, "What are you talking about?"
All right, we've got a gun up. First command given.
The girls'
Good
400
start.
meters should be checking in at this time. All girls in the 400 meters.
This one
should
looks to
checking
be
into the
relatively
closing
close.
area at
Concord
this time,
looked like they
please.
might have made a bit of a stagger up there. However, Londonderry, I could say the same about. Though I can't tell which one's Londonderry, which one's Pinkerton
Oh,
from
it's
here.
tough now. Larry Martin will be turning over in his grave right now with this Londonderry and Pinkerton.
Had problems, did you, in Prescott? We didn't wear.
The same uniforms.
Well, here we go. Pinkerton is in the lead. Londonderry in second.
Pinkerton and Londonderry.
And
43.98. That's a good time.
pretty good. Pinkerton takes it. 43.99 officially.
Londonderry 44.29. Concord 45.28. Fourth is Portsmouth, 45-34.
Pretty good time. Not quite
Fifth is Souhegan,
their best coming
46-07.
into it.
And sixth is Salem.
Still close to the meet record.
46-38.
43.99. Meet record
That
was
the first of
43.68.
two heats.
So striking
Boys
distance
4
of
by
it.
100 meter relay. I have the results.
It's an old record,
for
too,
boys
2008.
high jump. In 6th place from Memorial, Foster, 5 feet 6. In 5th place.
I had one of my records broken last night. Record
You did?
from 2008.
In 4th
Yep, it got
place
broken
from Portsmouth,
twice in 5 minutes.
5 feet
It took
8
long
inches.
jump?
14 years.
In
Triple
3rd
jump.
place
Triple jump?
from
Oh,
Triple
wow.
jump. Yep.
Perry, 5 feet 10 inches.
Who broke
In
it?
second from
Jacob
Londonderry,
Cowan broke it,
Coleman,
and then Anders
6
Larson
feet
broke his.
2 inches.
So
Huh.
And the winner with a jump
How far of a jump?
6 feet 4
they were over
inches
42. I think it was
from
42.2, something like that.
That's good. Hey, what's going on? We were just talking about you.
No, what?
No, we weren't, but
All right, Heat 2 on the track now for the boys. This looks like we have Merrimack in 2, Alvern in 3, Nashua North in 4, Exeter in 5. Yeah, Larson had a pretty good day yesterday. He also broke a school record in the pole vault.
wow.
So he's coming around.
So the school record was what, 12-9, 12-7, 12-8, something like that?
I think it was 12-7.
Check in at
I
this
remember
time.
Yeah.
correctly from. We were talking about it like 2 weeks ago.
Well, he
Right.
jumped 13 last night.
Wow, that's good, huh? Tom Tangway, getting these boys going.
Expert pole vault coach.
Hey,
She had attempts at 15 today.
We're all set.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was Sam's final height? I saw him get 14.
Yeah, I think he got 14 and then went for 15 and didn't make it.
That's Sam Epstein of Merrimack winning it
Yeah.
today with the meet record.
Yeah.
Heat 2 about to take off. Again, this is Merrimack, Alvern, North, and Exeter. Good start. Pretty close so far. Comes down to this first handoff. Take a look at how that. Oh, yeah. What do we got? North out in front now, counting for the stagger and then some.
Alvern picking it up.
I'd say Alvern currently in second. A little hard to tell with the stagger.
I think Alvern might have it coming out of the turn.
Yeah, they're going to tie it up right here, and then that last
Ooh, a
10
little rough
meters
on
on
the
the
handoff,
turn.
though. Still got it, though.
Alvern over North. Alvern taking the win.
That's Alvern.
Alvern's top time coming in today, 45.78. They just ran a 45.24, so they should be a little bit happy with that.
Before this, Merrimack, 46.28. Athletes, you're reminded, if you're in the top 6, you should report to the awards area, which is over near the concession stand. Also, anyone who wins an event. New Hampshire
Next on the track, we have Heat 3 of 3 in the boys 4x100 meter relay. In lane 2, Nashua South. Lane 3 is Dover, and Manchester Memorial in 4.
For the webpage. Next on the track is the girls' 400 meters. In the 400 meters, there are 4 heats. Hello? Hello?
While we wait for this final heat of the boys, once again, this is NewHampshireTrackandField.com, powered by Runners Alley. We are at our 2022 Merrimack Invitational.
I'm sorry, I didn't get it. I was on the phone.
3 teams taking the line now.
Yeah, I did. I threw the others out.
All these results you can find at lancertiming.com, including all these field events that we haven't been able to talk about yet. I think field events, If I take a look at it, we got some final results for boys high jump. Sammy Witta of South getting 6'4".
Wow.
That'd be tying the meet
pretty good.
record from 2008, I should say, of Ian McAfee of North.
And we got some old records at this meet.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of them, again, tied it. We saw a couple get broken.
There are actually
Ian McAfee's actually coaching North Pole Vault right
4
now.
by 100 meter relay.
Wow.
Almost saw his high jump record get
That's
broken.
what's on the track now is a 30.
Tie always, you're good with the tie.
Yeah. Does seniority get the tie?
I like to do the older record gets their name listed first.
It seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like the only field events I got right now. I'll check back later.
I feel like it's cooled down a little bit.
Yeah, it seems like the wind's a little bit stronger than it was when we started.
2's okay.
It's actually kind of nice because it's
3's
pretty warm
okay.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah, wind's feeling pretty good.
I actually ran here from my house, and it was very hot. So,
Nice commute.
yeah.
I only see 2 guys down.
Gas price is crazy.
You have to run home too.
Yeah.
That's your double.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, fair start. Once again, this is South, Dover, and Memorial. Memorial on the outside. Looks like South closing that distance down. Handoff happened about the same time. Although with the stagger, South looks to be catching. Might come down to this final handoff.
It's going to be a close one last stretch.
South looked like smooth, but Memorial out in front still. And it looks like Memorial should be able to take this one over South and Dover.
That was the 3rd heat. That was Memorial 45-32, South 45-64, and Dover 46-75.
So that concludes our boys 100 meters.
For the girls.
Next on the track will be our girls 400 meter. We have 4 heats of girls.
Girls 400 meters.
You can see the first heat on our screen now.
These are called heats on time, which means
Again, we are running
all
these
4 heats
fast to slow.
that mesh together, and the top 6 times become the top 6 places.
In this first heat, we've got Lane of Concord, Chloe Concord, Clara Exeter, Smith Dover, Christina North, and Ella Concord. Top time in this heat is held by Clara Nab of Exeter, the sophomore, 101.56. Close behind would be Ashlyn Smith of Dover at 101.90.
It's an interesting track for 400s. Got
I feel like the turns are very wide.
Yeah, you got some very like smooth turns, but they're a little bit longer than you'd typically see.
Yeah. It's more rectangular.
So would you say that's a benefit for a 400 runner?
I just said it's different.
I would say
I'd say it's a disadvantage.
I'd
for
say
foreigners.
disadvantage. If it's indoor, I like a nice wide turn, but outdoor, the turns on a kind of what I consider a standard track are usually good enough where you're not having it impact your stride.
Yeah, the straightaways I feel like a longer straightaway would probably help a 400 runner more.
Yeah, because here you're probably just getting more turn than
Yeah.
you normally would. So
Do we have the meet record?
Meet record 57.75 set in 2008. 2008 was a good
Wow,
year.
Good year for the Merrimack.
Man.
Invitational.
That's like the 4th or 5th one from 2008 I've seen.
what happened on that day?
I don't know. At that time, I was running
Something
for
in the air.
Cole Brown, and we didn't come to Merrimack Invite, so
You could have been on the list.
could have. If
Yeah,
only.
you were just breaking all the Co-Brown school records.
All right, first heat is off. Again, we have
Boys
Clara
javelin. This is
in
the first
3,
call.
our top
4
seed coming
for
into
boys
this.
Javelin. This is the first heat of the girls 400 meters. I have the final results of the girls 4x100 meter relay.
Moving now.
In 6th place, North.
Big
Made up
surge on that
the
back
Thirty-nine.
stretch.
5th place,
She might be
Merrimack,
wishing that straightaway is a little bit longer.
51-23. 4th place, Co-Brown, 51-21. 3rd, Exeter, 51-07. 2nd, Pinkerton, 50-29. And the winning team,
Ashland Smith not
Nashua
going
South,
away.
with a time of 49.74, which is a new meet record.
Good finish.
Clara, sophomore of Exeter.
10 meters on second. Gonna be
First heat,
Dover and
girls
Concord coming
400.
right together.
All right. 101, 2-1.
Exeter, 61-21.
A little bit quicker
Smith
than
from
her
Dover,
season PR.
63-11. Goodis, Concord, 63-36. 4th, Lane from Concord, 63-84. Goulet from Concord, 64-85. And Juris from North, 65-43. That Nashua South relay team consisted of Braswell, Cruz, Ostrokowski, and Ross, who set the new meet record of 49.74.
I tell you, the amount of times I've heard us or Larry say meet record, I'm starting to think it's like a brand new meet, but it's really not. It just goes to show how well
They
everyone's
only
doing.
ran it in 2008 and today.
Yep. Yeah, that was the first one. This is the second one. We'll just ignore all those years in between.
Yeah. It's like the Olympics except every 14 years.
Yeah.
All right, looks like we've got the start of our Heat 2 here. On the track now in lane 1, Erica of Salem, Lauren Timberlane, Anushka Co-Brown, Grace Pinkerton, Riney of South, and Camille of South as well.
Exeter 23, South 21, Concord 16, Dover 12. Those are the girls' scores.
This looks like Grace in those red shorts out in front. This might end up being pretty close, though. I see a move from Lorna Timberlane on the inside. Still Grace in front in lane
Girls
4.
long jump and boys triple jump should be checking at this point.
Brown coming on. Gonna pull second, I think.
Yeah. Anushka taking second there. Grace Jello of Pinkerton. Officially 103.73. Anushka 104.08.
One person had a yellow, another had a white, another had a red. And it was fine. You did great. I think.
Oh, I smell Jimmy back. Don't actually smell him. I smell what he's eating though.
That's some Chick-fil-A.
Merrimack Invitational. One of the well-known things about them is, of course,
I have the results
concessions consists of
the girls'
Chick-fil-A.
shot put.
All right, girls. Heat 3 of the 400. Heat 3 of 4. Scully of Merrimack.
Aylers from Salem.
Amako of
31
Salem.
1
Ava Alvern.
In
Sophia
fifth
Timberlane.
place,
Julia
Timberlane.
Timberlane.
Woods, 31
1 through
3.5.
5. Looks like we're
In
missing
fourth
lane
place,
4,
from
and they
North,
are off.
Novak, 34 3/4. In third place, from North, Burgess, 36 3 3/4. In second, Riley from Cole Brown, 36 3 3/4. And the winner, Brianna Danis from Pinkerton. with a
Stagger
toss
holding
of
up a little bit there. However,
5 3/4.
Might be
a new meet record.
Ava Martin on the inside.
I think every event that's been announced is a meet record.
Yeah, we just heard an announcement for a girl's shot put with a meet record. I look forward to taking a look at those results momentarily.
Girls long jump and boys triple jump.
Ava from Alvern in lane 3 and in the lead.
Oh, lane 2.
Salem coming up.
Oh, Salem coming in strong.
Nice finish.
That's Marina of Salem, excuse me.
This is the third heat of the girls.
And she'll
400
take that one.
meters.
105.05.
I always think it's interesting how much movement happens in like the last 50 of a 400.
D'Amico from Salem, 65.
I'm embarrassed to admit it. That's how I ran it. I wasn't that strong. Just kick at the end, beat who you can.
91. Scully from Merrimack, 68.46.
All right, heat 4 of 4 for the girls 400 now on the track. We've got Riley of Merrimack, Madeline of Memorial, and Jacqueline of Merrimack. Fourth final heat. This is heat 4. Pretty close. Oh, looks like we got a bit of a surge going on now. I believe that's Jacqueline of Merrimack.
A big move.
Senior, out in lane 4.
Good finish.
Yeah, she kicked it in pretty good there. Now
Looks
she's
like
just got to hold
feeling
on to it.
now.
And she comes across
From
109.39.
Merrimack, 69.39. Peterson from Memorial, 71.51.
So that meet record we were talking about for shot put on the girl side of things
Final heat of the girls 400
by
meters.
3/4 of an inch.
Up next,
Brianna
the
Danis
boys
of
400
Pinkerton
meters.
Jr.
There
getting that
are
meet
3
record.
heats in this. All girls.
39.5 and 3/4 of an
Please
inch.
check in at this time. All girls in the 300-meter hurdles.
That record from 2012. So there you go. There was at least another year besides 2008. All right, next event on the track is our boys 400. Again, these heats are running fast and slow. We have 3 heats of boys. In this first heat, Kyle of Alvern, Alexander of Pinkerton, Keith, Nashua South, Zachary of Pinkerton, Alex of South, and Jeffrey of North. Top time coming into this, 53.34, held by Keith O'Donnell of Nashua South, the junior. He is in lane 3. And our first command has been given on your mark. We can see them backing into their blocks now. And I think, I was going to say all of them using it. Lane 6, Jeffrey not using blocks in this first heat. And they're off. Good start. Relatively even so far. 100 meters in. Zachary Smith looks like he's in that third spot, but he's making up that stagger. He's wearing those red shorts for Pinkerton.
Still looks relatively even.
Yeah, he's out. He's out ahead now. So this is Zachary Smith, currently in first. Behind him, teammate Alexander LeBlanc.
The boys 400 meters.
Pinkerton looking to go 1-2 in our fast heat of the boys 400 meters.
That was Smith from Pinkerton,
52.47 for Smith.
Second is LeBlanc from Pinkerton, 53.03. Third is Ferrulo, Alvin, 53.67. Fourth is Tebow, South, 53.86. Fifth is O'Donnell, South, 54.42. And sixth is Maddox, North, 55.66. I have the final results of the girls 400 meters. Sixth was Chapter from Co-Brown, 64.08. Lane from Concord was fifth, 63.84. Jello from Pinkerton was 4, 63.73. Gudis from Concord was 3rd, 63.36. Smith from Dover was 2nd, 63.11, and the winner with a time of 61.21 from Exeter, Clara Knob.
Just heard the voice of Larry Martin announcing our top girls after all the heats combined in that 400. Nice fast turnaround from Lancer Timing, combining all those events. In Heat 2 of the boys 400 meter, we have them taking off now. That is Carl Peters of Co-Brown in 2, Tyler of Merrimack in 3, Carson in 4, he's from Souhegan, and Gavin of Salem in 5, that outside lane. Looks like Carson's made up that stagger a bit.
400.
Although Tyler looks like he has as well.
Souhegan looks good.
All boys javelin throwers should be checked in at this time. If you plan on throwing the javelin, you better check in immediately. Boys javelin throwers. This is the second heat.
Stagger looking
of
to
the boys
favor
400.
Carson holding on to it. Carson in 4 in the yellow, although Tyler
Gonna be pretty close.
of Merrimack, his
Brown.
home course. Home course, home track. Nice looking finish,
Close
though.
one.
54.77 officially for Ben of Souhegan.
Wow.
He gets it over
54.82. Peters from Co-Brown, 54.91.
Tyler of
Simone
Merrimack.
from Salem, 55.33. Girls team scores so far. Pinkerton, 42. Exeter, 33. Concord, 24. South, 21. Dover, 20.
All right, we've got our third and final heat on the track now. Benjamin in lane 2 for Merrimack. Ben, Nashua North in 3, and Keegan in lane 4 for Exeter. Ben v. Ben. And looks like Ben is out in front right now. Promise I'm not slacking. That looks pretty good, though. He made up that stagger and then some.
This turn always seems to have some movement going on.
I believe this is Ben Klein of North out in front. Keegan going to the arms from Exeter, trying to kick it up and get up there.
Yeah, Exeter's gonna come back, I think.
I don't know.
Trying to. North held it pretty well.
Ben Klein of Nashua North.
That was Klein
55-20.
55-20. Knight from Exeter was second, 55-68. And Basoli from Merrimack was third, 57-54. I have the final result.
Next event on the track will be our girls' 300-meter hurdles.
In sixth place was Portsmouth, 45-34. In fifth place, Memorial, 45-32. In fourth place, Concord.
Early now, but taking a look at the girls' team scores.
Place, Alburn, 45-24.
Pinkerton currently in first with 42 points. Exeter
within 1/10
second
of a second.
in
Third,
33
fourth,
points.
Fifth and sixth were all within 1/10 of a second. Second place was Londonderry, 44-29, and the winner with a time of 43.99, Pinkerton.
All right, in this first heat of the girls' 300 hurdles, first heat of
We
2,
need the 300-meter hurdles put up, please.
got Emily Plant
That's
in
the
1,
girls' height, girls' position.
Jordan Wheaton in
The
2,
300-meter
Sydney Lavelle
hurdles.
in 3, Kaylee Dillon in 4, Morgan Doherty 5, and Catherine Muller in 6.
You're gonna see a meet record in this?
Scores at this point.
Well, meet record is
Londonderry,
45.39,
Concord, 24.5.
and Sydney
20.
Best time of the
Just
season,
over.
45.53. So it could be close.
I'm gonna
Warm
say she can
day.
get it.
I think it's absolutely possible that she could get it right now.
That's our performer of the meet for Black Bear.
Yeah, you got all the awards, which is up from the concessions.
Taking a look at the boys' team scores. Again, still early. Currently in first, Londonderry with 30 points. Concord with 24.5.
Area, which is out near the
second.
concession stand. Don't come up here. All athletes, if you place, all the awards are being given in the awards area, which is out near the concession stand. Also, athletes, when you go into the school, do not go in with your spikes on. If you win an event, athletes, you should report to the red tent up near
Still
the
got some
parking
hurdles
area,
getting set up.
where you'll be interviewed for the webpage New Hampshire Track and Field.
Looking at our combined boys 400 meters was Zachary Smith of Pinkerton, just like we saw, taking the win 52.47. 5 of the 6 top spots all came from that heat number 1. Our 6th and final spot, Carson Ben of Sauhegan, stealing it from heat number 2.
The thing about those events with multiple heats is, like, even if you're behind or ahead even, you got to pay attention that someone else doesn't bump you down from another heat because you don't know what they're going to run.
400 is notorious for it. There's always someone who scores from a slower heat.
Yeah. A lot of times you'll see it like in the 800 if it turns out to be like tactical in the faster heat. You know, no one wants to take the lead. They kind of just sit the first lap. And then the slower heat, you know, is someone takes it out hard and then they end up bumping out everybody in the first heat.
Yeah.
All boys in the 300
I love when that
hurdles
happens.
should be checking in at this time.
Hey, you
All
gotta run
boys
hard.
In the 300 meter
Yeah,
hurdles.
sometimes with like prelims and finals, you'll see like some heats of the prelims go really slow, but they auto qualify because they win their heat, and then the next best times are like
In the
faster.
girls, we have 2 heats.
Yeah.
That people will auto
The
qualify.
next best
Yeah.
times are
Are better
than the best times.
Yeah.
Together for the places.
All right, I'm hearing a whistle, looking around the track. It looks like all our hurdles are set up.
Good job from the Merrimack hurdle crew.
What? Are they ready, right? I don't know. How do I know if the hurdles are ready?
Larry Martin, such an expert of track, he can tell from here if all the hurdles are correct. They do look it from here, but again, not at track level. It's hard to see the
Someone down
height.
there that's checking them, not someone up in the booth. But that's just my.
Yeah, it's a little hard to tell from up here if they're set up right.
They look like they're in the right spot, I can say that much. Height-wise, sure, we'll go with it. Can't tell from here.
Yeah, Greg, are they on the right marks over there in that far corner?
Forget your glasses or something.
Hold on, do we need to bring Jim McKenzie back? He's got his binoculars today, maybe?
Yeah. You always forget your
I
binoculars.
don't, Davio, if you didn't move my camera so much,
Okay, well, you told me to move it.
just a little bit, you'd like cranked it.
Well, you said you wanted the turn.
Yeah, for like the event's not running lanes, you turn it right in time for.
That's when you told me to turn it.
All I'm hearing is you're volunteering to go over there and fix it.
Well, see, we have a nice little zoom here I can use as a binocular. See, now we can see exactly what's going on.
Davio not taking pictures today. Who's taking pictures today?
Okay.
He is here.
Apparently, yeah.
Which is a great time to remind you all that all of these invites that we are covering, Not only do we have, obviously, the live streams or recordings of the races, we also have recordings of some of the field events as we can, as we get time to set things up and everything. We have interviews from winners. If we don't have a certain winner interview, they didn't stop by the tent. So if you do win, make sure you stop by the tent.
Gotta stop by.
And we've got thousands of free pictures that you can download, full resolution, as many as you want, totally free. We love keeping those free. I think those are huge. I love being able to offer that service where you can get a professional looking picture of yourself running. And it's funny, every once in a while I'll get an email about it, asking if they can have a copy. It's like, yeah, you can download it. Of course, go ahead.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because
I always use them for like Instagram pictures
right
and stuff.
And like every big meet that you run in, you have a good performance, whatever. Like
have something to remember.
You got these nice pictures of you running. That's pretty sweet.
I've got one blurry picture of me doing high jump.
Yeah. And was it like black
it's
and
like
white?
You didn't even race if you don't have the pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, does it really count if you don't have pictures?
Hey, I mean, some of my results didn't even make it online, so we're talking about a good start here from our first heat of the girls' 300-meter hurdles.
That was a good segue.
300-meter hurdles.
Again, this is heat 1 of 2.
Flying.
Lavelle looking nice and smooth over that hurdle.
Man, she's well out in front.
She wants to meet record.
Hurdles make it a little bit easier to tell that stagger, although we wouldn't need the help with the way she's running currently.
Yeah, she looked smooth over the first couple hurdles. A little bit of a...
I saw a little bit of a stutter,
yeah.
but yeah, it looks like she's picked it back up.
Yeah, that one was smooth. I know, it's pretty good she's getting over these hurdles so fast.
Meet record 45.39 back
pretty
in 2010.
close.
Oh, that's going to be close.
Unofficially under it. She got it.
45.26. That is a meet record.
45.26.
Man.
Second is Dylan
Unlimited.
Very talented.
47.72.
Unlimited meet records
Yeah.
today.
That's just crazy how many meet records we've
It's
had.
kind of crazy.
Fourth is Muller, Concord, 48.43. Fifth is Plant.
I think I could be a pretty good 300-meter hurdler.
Jim
Maybe
McKenzie
not
talking a
Sydney
little bit of
Lavelle.
trash in the background. So, again, Sydney Lavelle, meet record. Meet record was 45.39.
Maybe
Man,
I
that's
need one race
crazy.
of it to humble myself, but I feel
Yeah.
like I could do it.
All right, heat 2 of 2 on the track now.
Was.
We've got Perry of Concord, Weeks of Portsmouth, Ortiz of South, Sicard of Cobrown, and Farrell of Merrimack.
I think it was 2.6. 45.26.
Thank you. It just disappears on me.
Yeah, all these events today breaking the meet record. This is going to be in the future when people are like, wow,
This is the new 2008.
Right, every record is from 2008. Now it's going to be every record is from 2022.
Times in the 300-meter hurdles, her time of 45.26 was the meet record. The old meet record was 45.39, set in 2010 by
Ooh,
Melissa
not a
Hagan
2008
from
record.
Salem. I think that's the
Close
fifth
enough.
meet record we've had tonight.
Okay, I feel like we're at the first ever meet of it, like when we were doing Sanborn, everything was a meet record.
Yeah.
I feel like it's got that vibe going with it.
New meet record. That's the best.
I forgot that was the first Sanborn Invitational, and for the first couple events when you guys were announcing meet records, I was like, man, this is crazy. Everyone's breaking a meet record.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, yeah, it's the first meet.
I think I was timing at SNU for their first ever meet. So everything was not only a meet record, but a facility record. So you had the twofer.
This year?
No, that was probably 3 or 4 years ago. I don't remember now.
Getting old.
Heat 2 on the track. Gun just went up. Should get a start now. NewHampshireTrackandField.com, powered by Runners Alley. Good start. Looks like that's Natalie Sicard of Co-Brown out in front.
Their steps look pretty good.
Nashua South.
I believe that's
Second.
Ortiz from South, also in your picture.
Go, Caroline! Go, Caroline!
Ortiz closing a little bit. Sicard out in front.
Go, Caroline! Go, Caroline, go! You gotta make it! Go, Caroline! Push, Caroline, push!
And Sicard takes that. Official time 52.72. Ortiz 53.61. Weeks 56.85. Farrell 57.22. And Perry 58.32.
From Portsmouth, 56.85.
All right, bringing the hurdles up
57.22, and fifth, Perry from Concord
for the boys' height.
32.
We're going to see a record in the boys' 300-meter hurdles.
Now I'm moving
Well,
to the
our
boys'
current
height.
record is a
All hurdles now
39.54.
move to the boys' height.
44.2.
In the boys'
40 seconds
300-meter
and
hurdles, we will have
So,
3 heats.
0.42.
Rory Olson of South, the closest, but unless he's got a really strong race today, that record might not get hit. We'll see, though.
What's he seated at?
40 seconds.
40.42.
Okay.
It's doable.
So almost a second back. In this first heat of 3 for the boys, we've got Landon of Pinkerton in lane 1, freshman. Bryce of Memorial in 2. Rory of South in 3. Ian Portsmouth in 4. Samuel Merrimack in 5. We saw, I believe he was the one with our pole vault record today, right? Sam Epstein?
Yep.
And then in 6, what's going on there, Carter? 6 would be Ireland of Exeter. I'll show you the view Davio left me with,
Excuse me?
which is why we're not cutting to that with races and lanes. I look forward to seeing it in the 800, though.
Well,
With all
when
girls
I positioned it,
in the
there was the
800
mile,
meters,
so.
please report to the
It's like the last lap of the mile.
All right, I positioned it beautifully when I first put it out there, and then you didn't like it.
Well, it wasn't great for following on the 16th.
Well,
Really, I should just have you go out there and stay with it.
yeah. I don't really want to do that, though.
It's horrible weather. It's
Oh,
alright.
yeah.
It'll be good. It'll be good for the
I
800.
don't want
Someone might.
to get a sunburn out there.
There we go. Start of our boys.
At
Heat
6:30
1.
at night.
Fast heat.
Ooh, looking pretty speedy. Think we might see meet record.
Rory. Representing the name.
Rory of South. Again, first to get to these hurdles.
He's the rival, Rory.
Staying nice and low.
Yeah, he's got a decent lead.
It looks like it would be a meet record, but
His steps have looked pretty good, and he is well out in front of the pack.
He's pretty close.
Meet record 39.54.
Oh, he's not going to get it.
really close though.
Official time 40.11. Rory Olson.
So close.
Faster
So-
than the seed time.
Yep. Trims that seat time down a bit.
43.97. Epstein from Merrimack.
Is he a senior?
45.23.
He is a junior.
Ooh.
You looking for next year?
There you go. Of course, it won't be the famed 2022.
They only do Merrimack Invites on
Oh.
even years.
Like the 400, it's heats based on time. The 3 heats are all put together at the end, and then the top 6 places are taken from that.
All right, not including, the first time a meet has been held. What's the most meet records that's ever been broken at one time?
I don't know. I know from my own experience, it's got to be this one. Besides, like a second time the meet's been held. But yeah, any meet that's been in the books, as we have Heat 2 take off. This is Riviera of Memorial, Jake Portsmouth, David Salem, John Merrimack, and Tyler of Londonderry. 1 through 5 here.
Gold earring was found out on the infield somewhere.
Yeah, I imagine
If you
a
want the gold earring, you can report to the press box.
meet that's been established. This one's doing pretty well for meet records, and this race is going pretty well. Looks pretty close.
Again, athletes, if you finish
That
in the
would
top
be
6 in your event,
John
go to
Moore
the awards
Merrimack.
area.
of Merrimack out in front.
Ooh.
Although a good-looking kick from Jake of Portsmouth. Jake taking the lead. Jake over the last hurdle and crossing the line for the win.
Big PRs for both.
Yeah, it looked like Merrimack got a little bit of a stumble on the landing of that second to last hurdle.
44.42.
Merrimack, 44.68.
Yeah, big PRs from that
Kraft
heat.
Londonderry, 46.29. Rivera Memorial, 48.21.
Yeah, we always talk about like the stutter that people make right before they go over the hurdle, but equally as important is how they land and maintain momentum going forwards, because you don't want to land and kind of just like both feet just plop down and have to pick up your stride again.
That does a lot more damage in this than it would in the chase or something.
Yeah. Heat number 3 on the track. Taking a look at it, we've got 3 guys in our third and final heat. Rudy of Memorial in 2, Aiden of Alvern in 3, and Anch of South in 4. I feel like this hurdle usually tells us how it's going, and it looks pretty even right now between Aiden and Kahana. Aiden with a slight lead getting down over that hurdle. Still striking distance for both of them.
Third and final heat. Boys, 300-meter
Alvern looks good.
Yep, Aiden from Alvern. One more hurdle to go.
Oh
no.
Oh, that's tough.
That looked like it hurt.
Saw that a few times last week at Clipper Relay.
Yeah, it looked like he just couldn't get the steps right coming up, and then couldn't decide which leg to jump off, because in the 300 hurdles sometimes you'll switch legs depending on how your steps line up, but it's kind of right in the middle of which foot to use.
Well, that concludes our boys 300-meter hurdles. Next event on the track is our girls 800 meters.
Way to go, Fur!
Boys, 800 meters can check in at this time, please. Boys in the 800 meters can check in at this time.
In this first heat of 2, we've got Meadow of Exeter, Whitney Concord, Jennifer Alvern, Alina Concord, Anna Alvern, Danita, I can say that better. Dantia, thank you. North, I was going to pronounce it, but I appreciate it.
You can do it.
Grace Londonderry, Aaron North, Paige Alvern, and Marissa of Pinkerton.
Did you say Danita?
I don't know. I knew it was wrong when I said it.
Dantia Brachio.
Brachio? I was going to say Brachio.
Brachio.
How do you say it?
Brachio.
Brachio?
Yeah.
Oh, Brachio?
No, it's actually Brachiko.
I feel like I've always said Brachio.
Brachio.
Anyway, they're off now. Apologies to all of them. Everyone today I apologize to whose name I mess up.
I have the results of the boys' pole vault.
You should really know that. There's been like 5 of them that we've been announcing for the last 10 years.
I've always called it Bronchio. No one's ever corrected me.
11 feet.
There's 3 sisters. Been around for a while.
Anytime you see me on the cross-country course mispronouncing, feel free to help out.
In second place from Salem.
I always have whenever there's people standing next to me during cross-country meets and I'm like announcing everyone that goes by, someone just leans over and is like, yeah, you totally screwed that up.
It's bound to happen.
My favorite when the coach is like 20 meters in front of you and you hear what they say and you feel really good about it. And feeling really good right now.
Danita out front.
Just going to hand that one off.
Running away with it.
Goes through in 70, 220 pace.
I know she wants to break 220, so.
On pace to
She's got a negative split this now.
Not the easiest thing to do.
Girls scores.
Right now, she's got about a 40-meter lead on the pack. We can see the pack there.
Gotta have a good finish.
Pretty impressive looking.
21, Dover 20.
See her entering the turn, as well as the pack. And back to our leader. All alone.
Gotta finish.
Pretty close. It's a little deceiving because of the distance of the straightaway, but
2:07 meet record.
Yeah,
by
Hannah Parker back in 2015.
Wow.
yeah, it's pretty quick.
And winning it,
Yeah, 221. Wow, that was almost perfectly even.
Yeah.
It was 70 point something through the first four, so.
226.31.
Yeah,
Third,
pretty even.
McDonough, Londonderry, 226.92. Fourth, Gregory from Exeter, 227.73. Fifth, Simpson from Elburn, 227.88. And sixth, Pencost from Concord, 228.96.
Well,
it's kind of hard to tell. Normally in the 800 when they're coming off the turn, I'm like, you know, okay, 15-ish seconds, 15 to 20 seconds on the straightaway. But I think this track's a little deceiving with the long corners. So
44.68.
Heat 2 on the track now. Heat 2 of 2. This one a bit smaller. First one at 10. This one only with 6. Why don't you go ahead and introduce who's in this one? I'm tapping out for a bit.
Okay. So lane 1, we have Emma Herrero, Caitlin Murphy, Mariana Santos, Tegan Stinson, Sophia Sayers, and Amber Orleans. That's how it's done.
Yeah, sign you up. You can take over. By all means.
Salem 24.
I'm going to say that's Timberlane in front.
I believe so. I think they're the only one in this heat with that jersey color, so that would be Timberlane, Sophia. Picturesque view Davio set up for us. You can see the sun setting.
hey, it's good for the 800, huh?
Final results of the girls' 300-meter hurdles. Sixth, Sicard from Co-Brown, 52.72.
So Sophia still leading, however, she's got some company now.
Muller from Concord, 48.43.
Mariana.
Third, Doherty Concord.
You'll be thanking me in the 3200.
Second, Dylan Merrimack.
Yeah, except it's going to get moved for the 200.
And the winner from Exeter,
Oh, man.
with a meet record time of 45.26, Sydney Lavelli.
I believe that was a 73.
226.
Lancer timing, pausing the clock for me. I missed it right on the nose, but they did not. Thank you, Rick.
Yeah, nice to see the lap splits. Do we have splits today on timing?
You talking like results?
Yeah. I think that's really cool when the timing does that for meets. You can look at everyone's splits throughout the race.
Analyze your race
Yeah,
better.
it's pretty interesting.
I would say taking a look at the 1600 results, they do indeed have splits.
That's pretty cool.
That's a great feature that last couple of years, a lot of different timers have kind of picked up on.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, obviously, if you're running, typically your coach has them,
Someone
but
has splits.
it's nice if you're looking at the results, you know, from an outside perspective. You can see everyone's
Yeah.
splits. So.
And exact, like,
I tell you, doing splits outdoors on a 400-meter track a lot easier than an indoor track. You pack up a heat, 15, 16 people. As we get our finish here. Santos from North, 235.03.
Timberlane, 235.73. Guerrero, Sauhegan,
I always loved that,
237.20. Murphy
at UNH
Exeter,
running like the 3K.
239.35.
Yeah.
Orleans from Exeter,
And people would, you know, yell out my like 160-meter splits, and I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that means.
Can't do that math.
There are 2 boys heats in the 800. At this time, I would like all girls
Time for my race of the day.
200 meters to check in at the clerking
Yeah, I'm excited to
area,
watch this
please.
one.
All girls in the 200 meters.
I believe so, yeah.
What's the meet record in this one?
155
The second
from
flight,
William
I think-
Godfrey.
Yeah, I don't
Merrimack.
Probably not
think
today.
that's going down
Yeah.
today.
The long jump hit at this time.
I think we could have
The second
potentially 4
flight
guys
of
under
the
that
girls'
2-minute
long
barrier.
jump.
Yeah, that was in 2007. Long time ago.
I think the guy to watch first that's who's going to go out is Sean Clegg from Londonderry. Then my teammate Jeremiah, playing right after him, and Gavin Demas too.
In this race, we got Demas of
155.
Coe-Brown, Payer of Dover, Corvo of Coe-Brown, Clegg of Londonderry, Dickinson of Sauhegan,
56.
Allen of Exeter, Texiera of Nashua South,
Oh, yeah.
Crawford of Alvern, Mikulski of Exeter, DeFoss
wow.
of Merrimack,
That's
Robinson of
looking good.
Coe-Brown, and Haley of Portsmouth. Pretty big field in this. We got 12 runners.
Yeah, that's big for a waterfall in an 8.
Yeah, gonna be
Yeah.
some bumping, I think, in this.
Oh, you can already kind of see some.
Yep.
And I think the 4
Pushing
guys who I
them
thought it's Clegg, Payer, Demas, and Jake Haley.
The boys 800. 12 runners.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone right around that 2-minute mark trying to break that barrier, I think, today.
We're at 28.
I think there's a common meet for everyone to try and break 2, if I can remember correctly.
It's about the time of year people
Yeah.
kind of
And there's a
start
lot
coming
of-
around in the
a lot of
800.
teams here.
So
So Clegg still has the lead, trying to go wire to wire.
Go, Jake!
Sean Clegg from Londonderry.
still pretty close, though. We got a lot of guys right in this.
Yeah.
400-meter split.
They're not going
15.
through
Yeah, it's not
that
crazy.
fast.
I'm sure someone's going to close in a 60 though.
Yeah.
He's trying to turn it over.
Yeah, I
Harder than
think.
it looks.
Yeah, they're really picking it up because 59 through the 400 is not super fast for
Not
some of these
exactly what you
guys.
want if you want to break 2.
Let's open up a bit of a gap.
Yeah, it's stringing
See
out.
if Payer can hold on.
Now, let's see what they go through this 200 in.
Dover looks
6.
good.
He has a good kick, so hopefully he finishes.
About a 29:30 through that.
It's not closing
200.
any gap. Clegg looks good. So it should be under 2.
Let's go, Jake!
Yeah, I think Clegg will get it, and then
Payer.
maybe Payer will
Demas.
be under.
Go, Jake!
To 6 to 7. Good run.
Sean
Right.
Clegg from Londonderry.
Wow.
So it looks like maybe 3 guys under 2. It's pretty close either way.
Second, Payer
I think
from
just
Dover.
2 got it. Yep.
159.02.
All right.
Third, Demas.
So-
Brown,
That's impressive, negative split like that.
Yeah.
Fourth, Haley from
You don't usually see that.
201.37.
The 57, 58
Fifth,
high.
Crawford from Alvern.
Yeah, Clegg ran a 157.84. Payer with a 159.02, and then Demas just barely missing that sub 2. He was half a second off of 2 flat.
It's a good states preview right there.
Yeah.
Heat of the boys 800.
Yeah, definitely.
All boys in the 200 meters should be checking in at this time.
All right, so this is the
All
second heat
boys in
of the boys
200
800.
meters.
We have Davis of Pinkerton, Lavoie of Concord, Robert of Nashua North, Parrott of Portsmouth, Fricano of Merrimack, Plant of Londonderry, Traverso of Merrimack, Fifield of Concord, Kutsk of Nashua North, and Lance of Portsmouth.
See
Pretty,
how-
pretty clean start.
Curious to see if anybody can go run a fast time from the second heat. It's a pretty big first heat.
Yeah, we got Will Plant out in front from Londonderry.
It's been a solid veteran over the last few years.
Yeah, he's been running pretty well.
I could tell you a story about 2 boys from Manchester Central that came out of the slow heat at New England's, Matt Paulson the kid who won, Alex Hall. Paulson took it off. Paulson was a sophomore, and Hall got him in the last lap, and they went 1-2 in New England's out of the slowest heat. Yep.
I feel like they gave the advantage there, having your teammate with you. You don't want to lose to your teammate.
It was the most incredible thing.
That's awesome.
I've ever seen.
One of the LaSalle boys won the New England's 800 out of the slow heat.
You did?
Super
Yeah, a couple years ago.
Well, the great thing about Alex Hall winning it in the spring, his mother had died like in February.
Oh, wow.
And, he was a senior. And I don't think he'd ever won a state championship or anything until that. He ended up winning a New England championship.
That's wild. Good for him.
It was crazy. Paulson went on to run like 4.11 in high school, the Central.
It's always way more impressive from the second heat because usually you're doing all the work by yourself. So looks like it's going to be around 2:04 maybe. They're closing about 30. 2:05.
I was impressed with Sean Clegg.
Yeah.
That was a good run. He looked strong.
And he ran that basically by himself. I mean, I know he had to pack on him.
And he
but
negative split it.
yeah, it's really impressive.
And he never, you know what I mean? He never let up off the gas.
I think you put him against Hiltz. Good race.
Yep.
Here they come.
It's a decent run. If you can hold them off.
Londonderry boards are closing. Looks like
That's
very
what,
close to the line.
That's what I talk about, going through the finish.
Right.
Yeah, Will Plant wins it
Wow.
from behind.
Must be by minuscule amount.
2/100th of a second.
Jeez.
Gets Lavoie from Concord.
If you ever coach and you ever want to teach one thing, look beyond the finish and run to beyond the finish. Because that right there was, you're telling me you can't run just a little bit further, another 5 yards further?
I remember when I was in high school, we had someone miss a spot at New England's by doing that. Just like the last step, was just, I'm done. But it's like, no, you're not.
That would almost happen to Winslow at EMEA Champions
Yeah.
2 years ago in Tuma against Reynolds.
In the girls, we have 4 sections.
All right, now we have
200?
200s. We have this beautiful camera view brought to you by Craig Hall. He will come back momentarily and make fun of me for my camera placement, I am sure.
I don't know how much we can add to the 200 commentary. Do our best.
Yeah, so I just looked it up. It was the 2016 New England's. Jack Salisbury won the New England Championship in the 800 out of the slow heat.
It's pretty good.
What was the time?
It was a 152.87 to a 152.97.
He's pretty good, wasn't
But
he?
he came in with a 156.7, which put him in the, I think, in the top spot in the, or actually it might have been the second spot. I think it was the second spot in the slower heat, and he won it solo.
What year was he there?
That was his senior year.
Right.
Yeah.
So look at 2006. I think it would be 2006 that happened.
All right. Let's find 2006. I am looking all these up on lancertiming.com.
Hey.
Which you can also do. Look at live results from this meet and all the way back to 1999, looks like.
Wasn't Salisbury the guy who battled Drew Hunter in that DMR, that Penn relays?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Lost
ran
it
for
right at the line.
Probably the most popular YouTube video of running.
Pretty good race.
Ran for Georgetown, right?
Yep. Pretty good race. Also another classic is the NCAA 4x mile where everyone started walking.
Yeah.
That's a great
No one
race.
wanted to leave. That's so funny. Those 2 races, along with Carter and the Seacoast Championships, the 3 most legendary races.
That was unbelievable. That's when I knew Carter was going to be really good, though.
Yeah.
Something that didn't really mattered a lot to him.
5th place from Merrimack.
Still finished 3rd.
91.5. In 4th place from Pinkerton, Franks, 98.9. In 3rd place from North, Novak, 100 feet 8 inches.
Right, so they're in the blocks for the 200. Is it going to be the fast heat first?
Yes, should be fast to slow. In this race, we have Tavares of Nashua North, Sipple of Pinkerton, Ross of Nashua South, Best of Merrimack, Cooney's of Exeter, and Connors of Pinkerton.
Just like last year, Ross with not the best start, but I think she still has a shot to win it here.
All right, she's coming in with the fastest seed time.
No, she's behind now.
Still almost a second off the meet record, so I
It's
don't
be a good finish here.
think
Very
we'll
close.
see it. Yeah, she's catching her.
Yep. And there we go.
Yeah, right at the line. Man, she really comes on strong towards the back end of these races.
As I said about an hour ago, best finish.
Yeah, that year it was 2006, but they don't have New England's on Lancer, but I know for a fact it was 2006. Hall didn't even win. He didn't even win the Meet of Champions. And he came back and won New
What about
England's.
divisionals?
That's crazy.
I don't know.
Second heat is up.
All right, so second heat of girls 200 meters. We have Callahan of Salem, Rodriguez of Manchester, Braswell of Nashua South, Cruz of Nashua South, Hazard of Pinkerton, Thompson of Exeter.
Concord, 34.
Looks like they said on your mark.
30. North, 23.
But they went 1-2 in New England's.
And everyone.
Oh.
All right, looks like they're all pretty close in this one. Maybe Memorial has the lead. Nope. Once again, South.
Yeah, South's got a good sprinting program.
Yeah, that's probably why they won the divisionals last year. Right, they won, right? Or was it North?
So the Meet of Champions.
Cruz, South, 27.
So he never won a championship until it was New England's.
That's crazy.
Thompson, Exeter, 28, 27.
All right, so Cruz won that heat in 27-1-2.
Braswell, South, 28.
Reminds me of Mortimer and Downing.
Yeah, it was a lot like that.
51.
He Downing won nationals but didn't win Meet Champions.
They alternated every single week.
Mm-hmm.
All right, in this third and final heat of the girls 200, we have Cooney's of Exeter, Adigan of Salem, Sani of Manchester, Westling of Concord, Caceres of Concord, Prussia of Cobrown.
Third heat coming.
Fun fact: John Mortimer used to mow my mom's lawn. They were high school. They went to high school together.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Boys scores.
So you know that's John Mortimer's coach.
Pinkerton,
Yeah.
42. Londonderry, 40. South, 32. Portsmouth, 26.
All right, is that Merrimack?
Concord, 24 and a half.
I believe it's Salem out
Salem,
front.
okay, yeah.
Yep, with a pretty healthy lead.
Good lead.
Oh yeah, she's gonna get this by a lot.
8-3.
Like Adigan of Salem with a 27-20.
Prussia, Cobrown, 28-48. Sani,
Wins that heat by over a second. Oh, actually, I was wrong about that. We have one final heat of girls 200s with only 4 girls in it.
I found the seating's kind of weird for this meet. Felt like the standards were different in terms of like skill level for different events. We saw only 7 girls in the mile. And then
Yeah, that mile kind of surprised me. It wasn't really too packed.
No, not at all. I was actually surprised.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's plenty hard to get into, but it depends on the event, I guess.
All right, so in this race we have Batourne of Portsmouth, Hartson of Alvern, Sawyer of Concord, and DeGrazia of Merrimack.
Interviewed for New Hampshire track and field. Fourth and final heat of the girls 200 meters.
All right, looks like Alvern in front. Oh, maybe that's Portsmouth. Yep.
Portsmouth just ahead of Alvern. It's Batourne of Portsmouth, but Alvern coming up on her.
Coming up
Good
nice.
finish.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think Alvern got it. Yep. Let's see. Yep, Alvern gets it 27-73. That's Hartson from Alvern.
27-79. Sawyer from Concord. 29.
Now, Jim, I know we were joking about earlier about the me being in the girls' mile. I have no idea where I finished in this.
200?
Probably dead last.
I can tell you, you against Ross. Who's winning?
Oh, Ross for sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
I had a 25.75 in practice with a running start.
Wow.
So, oh,
How'd that feel?
that was all out. Everything. I don't know what that kid was doing. Hopefully they got it on camera. That'd be pretty funny.
So your mother's a Londonderry girl then?
Yeah. So actually, Larry was her math teacher back in the day.
So is she older than Mortimer or same?
I think around the same age.
So I'm just trying to figure out, is there any chance Mortimer could be your dad? That's what I'm trying to get
Not
at.
a chance at
'Cause
all.
somehow we could explain how fast you've gotten, and I just don't know.
My parents both are marathoners, so that helps.
Oh, all right, well. That explains why you can only run a 27-200.
All right, in the boys 200, first heat we have Sebastian of Manchester, Scoff of Portsmouth, Speziferi of Pinkerton, Marino of Concord, Fletcher of Portsmouth, Street of Londonderry.
Fletcher is a good javelin thrower.
Very good. He's a very good all-around athlete.
Yeah.
Speziferi is going to be hard to beat in this race.
Yeah.
But here we go. Fletcher's going for it.
That's
Good
going to be
finish
pretty
from Fletcher.
tight.
Fletcher looks like
Be down the wire.
Oh, it's Speziferi.
I don't know. I think Fletcher might have gotten it.
Let's see what we got for results. Speziferi,
22-82.
That was a good one.
22-8-2 to 22-8-4.
So yeah, both of us basically. I mean, you were right, but I was nearly right.
Marino from Concord, 23-35. Scoff from Portsmouth, 23-17.
I find it hard to believe that all the sprinters are the same age as me or younger. So they look so much bigger than I do.
Just the water. Thank you very much.
Looks like we have a guest up here.
Sure.
Thank you.
I'll take one. Do you want a pizza?
I'm all good, but thank you.
All right.
Do you want any beverages?
All set. Thank you.
I know. Well,
You said it's only 200. Send them down here.
what's the 2 mile now?
That was quite the race right there.
That was pretty good. In the second heat, we have Hamilton of Merrimack, McDonald of Salem, Tunguru of Concord, Devine of Pinkerton, Nada of Portsmouth, and Parker of Pinkerton.
I think if that was a 300, Fletcher gets him.
Yeah, that was right at the line.
210 gets him. Did you see that pole vault right there? That was impressive. She completely almost took out the
that
bar,
was
but
good.
it stayed up.
What are they up to over there? 8-6, I think it
Nice.
looks like.
Oh,
Salem
he's
gets
ripping.
pulling away, yeah. Looks good.
Looks really good, huh?
That's McDonald
What
of
time was-
Salem.
What was the winning time?
22-8.
That's third, I think. Wait,
That was McDonald from
20,
Salem.
22-8 was the 22-8-2 was the winner.
it was 22-8-2.
So-
That wins it.
Tunguru from Concord,
Wow.
What was he 22? What was his time?
22.79
He wins it by
officially.
0.03 seconds. Wow.
That you
That's,
don't
there we
say.
go. Slow heat.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Parker from Pinkerton, 24-23.
What did he come in with a seed time?
He won that.
He won it?
Yeah, so he came in seated.
Ninth.
It was 22.82 to 22.79.
Hope we make sure that the
He came in ninth with a 23.50. McDonald.
That one's Aiden McDonald. Yep.
McDonald's time from
So-
Salem was faster than anybody in the first heat. So right now he is in first place. even though
Man,
he was
that's
in the
unusual.
second heat.
I sure hope that the people down at the tent don't drag over the winner in the first heat for the interview.
That would be awkward. We have Fry of Nashua North, Prescott of Alvern, Mullen of Concord, Kana of Nashua South, and Santola of Salem,
Concord
Menez
looks good.
of Nashua South.
I think someone scratched this because there's only
There's only
Concord
4
South
people in
guy.
this.
He looks
We got
fast too.
Mullen of Concord out in front.
Not going to be quite
Thank you.
that leading time, but
Right up there, though, 23.84.
Yeah, that was impressive by McDonald.
Mullen
Yeah.
from Concord,
Yeah, that's
He
very unusual.
Came in ninth, you said?
Fry from
Yeah, he was
North,
ranked ninth with a 23.50.
24-33.
That's really impressive.
Think about that.
Is Menez from South, 24-33.
I mean, so I think winning from the slow heat's easiest in the mid-D events because it's hard to, like, you're going all out any heat, but in the mid-D events it can get tactical. But
Right,
then in
there's
the
going to be differences of paces.
Especially if you
Yeah.
go fastest to slowest.
Right.
Heats.
Right. Now I don't know
But
why
in
they're
the
doing
200, typically it's like everyone's going all out no
Yeah,
matter
so it
what.
doesn't
So,
really that. But then when you get to the distance events, it's so spread out over the different heats that you can have someone win it.
Oh, yeah.
Rarely win it from the slow heat. But that's impressive from the 200s.
yeah, that's I don't think I've ever seen that before
Yeah.
at a big meet like this.
I remember in the 600 indoor states, Hadley Raymond won it from the slow heat for the girls 600 at D1s.
All right, we have Degas of Nashua North, Alessandro of Manchester, Rugg of Exeter, Ben of Sauhegan, and Rosa of Merrimack.
So the last heat?
When I was in high school, I had a teammate, Gary Turgeon, win the 300 meter intermediate hurdles as a freshman from the slow heat. He never won a state championship again.
Oh my God!
Wow. All right, this is Carson Ben of Sauhegan. Saw him score some points in the 400 out of the slower heat. Runs a 23:94 or 97 officially, actually, to win the fourth of 5 heats in the 200. So this will be our fifth and final heat of the boys 200. We have White of Nashua North, Smith of Exeter, Wilkins of Sauhegan.
You know, I always realize in these meets how incredibly hard it is to get out of the blocks from still start. Because I do my workouts and do 200s in running starts all the time, and I'm like, I'm not that far off these guys. But if I were to do it in actual race, I'm sure it would not go too well.
That's the thing, is the acceleration phase in the 200 and the 100. It's pretty important because obviously you're starting from a standstill. Whereas, like you said, if you're doing workouts, you go, I'm going to jog into it.
Right.
It gives you a little bit extra momentum to work with. So yeah, I mean, they're going from a complete standstill, reacting off the gun, to full speed, as fast as possible. So.
There's 2 guys in the seat.
Yeah, we lost somebody. This is going to be, I think, North and Exeter. Exeter out in front.
Yep.
That's Maxwell Smith of Exeter.
Fifth and final heat, boys 200.
Runs 24:77 officially.
25:46.
Takes a tenth off his.
That's the blocks are moving off now. Time for my favorite event.
Carter. Carter. It should be the one on the monopod on the far left. And I think it's the right camera on the far left tripod.
Anybody in the mile? So Aiden and Lars were seeing the mile, but
Yeah.
Lars decided to do 2 mile here instead.
So that'll be a good race.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to find someone to latch on to.
All right, so we got the girls 3200 coming up. Not too many girls in this either. Seems like
They're shying away from the distance.
the 1600 and 3200 today were not packed.
Even the 8, Dantio was all alone.
So in this heat, we got Smith of Concord, Spooler of Dover, Alden of Pinkerton, Bedard of Merrimack, Kennedy of Concord, Fisher of Cobrown, McFarland of Exeter, Haley of Dover, Silva of Pinkerton, and Thomas of Salem.
So I don't see Merrimack and Salem, so the blue teams appear to have
I think
Yeah.
Salem's on the end.
Oh, I don't see her. Oh, there she is. Yeah.
Yep.
But I don't see
No Merrimack though.
Exactly the same as the
So in this heat, we have Sheldon Fisher of Co-Brown coming in with the top seed of 11:20. I think she ran that time at Black Bear, a couple weeks ago. Good race for her. And then the next seed is Allie McFarland of Exeter with an 11:47. So off they go.
Curious to see how Sheldon does if she's running by herself.
Yeah, which I think she might be towards the end of this race.
Hopefully someone goes up and tries to take
Yeah,
it out.
we do see Catherine Kennedy in second right now.
Right.
Going with her along with McFarland right behind her. So I think those three will kind of separate. I know Catherine Kennedy's pretty fast. She does well in cross country, so I think she should be in this race, at least for a few laps, I would think.
Sheldon is going to the front, though. If I were her, I'd just send everyone for the first lap and see how it goes through.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's going to try to run for time today.
The other thing is, if you're prepping for a state championship, you might want to practice your tactics in a race like this.
True.
Exactly. I'd like to see something out of Shelley Smith today. Concord.
She won 5th right now?
Yep.
6th?
She's pretty much a steady runner.
Yeah, I was Sheldon's pretty interesting because she typically runs pretty steady, just kind of ticks off the laps, but she also has pretty good middle distance speed. So really, either way, however the race goes, she can kind of handle it. Like she finished real hard at Black Bear, had a good kick.
She had a great lap.
But she can also just run super smooth and just click off laps. So
they're still close enough right now that it's going to be at least a tight race for pacing wise for a while. They're through about 123 at the 8, which puts them on roughly 11:04 pace, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So PR pace for those top three, and I think probably the rest of the pack because they're really only 5 or 10 seconds back at this point. Still pretty close.
In 6th place from Concord, can cost $228.96.
Catherine Kennedy's doing the right thing. Just sit right on her, ride her to the promised land.
And even if it's too fast of a pace, at least as long as he can hold on for a while,
That's it.
He'll be in a good spot.
I would think that Kennedy should be in this race. Like she's coming in with a 12:05, but I don't know if that's representative of what she can run right now. I would think she'll be in the 11s, well into the 11s, because she usually runs pretty well.
Yeah, Kennedy and McFarland are definitely experienced runners. Sheldon is junior right now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, with McFarland and Kennedy both seniors.
Yep.
In 5th place from Alvern, Crawford.
McFarland looks strong.
In 4th
Yeah,
place
she's just
from Portsmouth,
sitting right in there.
Haley.
Yeah, all three of them kind of just look like they're just cruising along right now.
From Co-Brown,
Man, she might be trying to make a move here. No, I think she's just closing up with Kennedy a little bit.
in 2nd place.
Yeah, I mean, as long as the gap is nice and tight between Kennedy and Fisher, then it's okay. You just want to keep aware of that, because if you just stare at the person's back and they start falling off, you don't realize it, then sometimes you can fall back when you don't want to.
The most important thing in a race like this is staying on the inside. So the last thing you want to do is get extra distance. So if you're in a spot where you're not going to be really moving up that much, just stay on the inside.
Right, if you're running 8 laps, it adds up. If you're running,
Right, doesn't matter.
a couple meters a lap extra,
If you're 2nd or 3rd, doesn't really matter at this point. So just as long as you're on the inside.
Yeah, you don't need to be up on someone's shoulder on like the outside of lane 1. Just tuck right in and keep the distance to a minimum.
That's what Murphy did today.
Yeah, he ran a lot better. He's been hanging out in the outside lane. I was talking to him, and his big thing is clicking people's heels. I go, back in my time, we used to click your heels on purpose. Just get you going, make you feel a little nervous. I go, if you click their heels, they're going to feel it, and they're going to know to pick it up. You want to be riding right on the shoulder. If you're going to be out a little bit You know what I mean? You just get into that little groove. But he's also 6'5".
That's true.
So
that is pretty tall.
it's not like, you know, a shorter guy that can maneuver better than him.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard. You get tall guys with a nice long stride.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's tough to kind of maneuver in between other runners if you're trying to make a move.
We'll say it was great at Black Bear having him right in front of me for the wind.
Yeah.
I have the results of the girls'
We're
triple
still
jump.
3 together.
In 6th place from Concord, Taylor.
And that's Smith. You said that's
Yep, Shelley Smith.
Yeah. I'd watch Margaret Spooler right now. She's in 7th right now for Dover. Of course, I'm a bit biased here, but she's definitely a very strong runner.
9 1/2 inches.
She finished well.
When they tie like that, you go to their next best jumps to break the tie.
Fisher's getting a little bit of a gap. Start.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's about the same.
Not much, but
I think she's trying what everyone else is hanging on, though.
Yeah.
She needs to pick it up a little bit. She's running.
In 2nd place from Concord.
It's going to be about 11:20 pace.
If I'm McFarland, I would want to go and just try to make a move around if Kennedy's falling off a little bit. But that's through the mile. They're on about, what?
They went through 5:40
so
for Fisher.
Pace, roughly.
Maybe 5:43 for Kennedy and McFarland. So, yeah, in the 11:20s. So I think, you know, the coaches might have given Fisher the nudge to kind of pick it up a little
definitely
bit.
within her wheelhouse for that one. So,
right, if she wants to PR, she's got a negative split this. So, looks like she's giving it a little bit of a boost.
I have the results of the boys 200. In 6th place from Concord.
I will say Kennedy and McFarland look very smooth.
23:40. In 5th place, also from Concord, Marino.
Fisher's arms are a little wild.
In 4th place from Londonderry, Street 23:23. In 2nd, 3rd place.
Really? I don't really see it that much.
Fletcher 22:84.
Yeah, she's improved a lot. I thought this season it's been kind of a point of emphasis, I think.
McFarland's now on the shoulder.
Yeah, I think if I was McFarland right now, I'd try to go.
It's Shelley Smith, though.
She's creeping.
Yeah.
She's coming up.
I'm going to make a Forrest McKenzie guarantee, and that's she's going to finish 2nd in this
That's
race.
what I'm thinking she is, too.
She's got about 40 meters to make up. She's probably had about 60 earlier on.
She's going to be back in the fight here pretty quick.
And she's coming in as the 3rd seed with a 12 flat 0-0, so I imagine that's probably an estimate.
So her dad was a great runner. He got 2nd at Mount Washington, ran for Northeastern.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2nd at Mount Washington.
No
joke, yeah.
He was a very good runner. He was like one of my, when I was in high school, he was one of my idols.
All right, McFarland made the move.
Yep.
Going around Kennedy on the back corner.
Smith's now about 30 meters back. Still Fisher with a pretty big lead. It's definitely expanded a little bit.
Let's see how she comes through.
It's just 800 to go. And it's definitely cooling down as well. Getting a bit windy, too. If the wind holds off, it should be pretty good racing conditions.
So the one thing I want to see from Smith when she catches them is don't go by don't be timid about it.
Right.
You know, make sure when you go by someone, they know it.
Because she has momentum right now.
Just don't go and slow up, you know what I mean? Go right by him like you're on a purpose.
Yeah, McFarland does a good job of that. She's put almost 10 meters on Kennedy. Woo!
We'll see if
quite a javelin throw out there.
If Smith passing her teammate could help her work up towards McFarland, but McFarland seems like she's pretty far away right now.
Yeah, McFarland's pretty strong.
You just go right by her and then look at your next target.
Mm-hmm. Sheldon's got 600 to go.
That's how you do it right there. Just go right by her.
Yeah.
Now get your eyes set on the next one. Sheldon's got this in the bag. Looks good. It's nice and smooth.
Might have a shell 1-2.
What do we got? 2 laps left after this?
No, 1 lap to go. It's the bell.
Yeah, this is
This
bell
is it?
lap. Yep.
It's about minute 40 left of racing.
Yeah, so she's got to run about an 82-ish. Nope,
Oh, yeah.
78, I mean. Math.
I did some wrong math there. It's about a minute 20-ish to go.
Yeah, so 78 will get the PR for her.
I wonder if McFarland knows that she's right on her back.
Yeah, I'm sure Nate LeVay's
Yeah.
Yeah, you
said something to her.
You really need that in the 3200. You need someone on the sideline telling you where people are.
Exactly, because you don't want to be caught looking back. But you don't have to look back now because she's going to be in front of you in about 5 steps.
Oh, look at this move right here.
Nice move.
Oh, my.
Oh my, that was beautiful.
That's what you want
That
to see
is
from
just
a
what
runner.
you said. She heard you, Jim.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that was a big move.
There was more time. She would
Yep.
definitely
No,
be
that was a great race by her right
Yeah.
there.
And that's nice with 300 to go. You rip by somebody, they're not coming back.
I don't even know if I can make a move like that.
Yeah, that was a strong move.
That's what I was most worried about her with, being a little timid. I've talked to her before, and she's really shy, but she wasn't shy about those 2 moves.
No, that was great.
That's what you want to see right
That's
there.
good racing.
So Sheldon
Especially
Fisher's going to
from
take
a-
this no problem. She's
Especially
only
from a freshman, too. Yeah, that's impressive.
a developing freshman.
All right, yeah, we got Sheldon coming down the straightaway. Not going to get the 11:20, the PR, but good time for her.
But, you know, a win is definitely a confidence booster.
Yeah, I mean, she got a win in a big meet. 11:26, still a good time.
This is a big PR for Smith.
She ran a great race.
Yeah, there's going to be
She
a
ran her own race.
Yeah, exactly.
20-second PR, 11:38, looks like.
McFarland hung in there for a long time.
Yeah, 11:38.3 for Smith.
Second was Smith from Concord, 11:38.28. Third, McFarland.
It's like
from
Kennedy's
Exeter,
going to just dip under 12.
And hopefully, yep, under 12 as well.
Fourth,
Pinkerton.
Kennedy from Concord,
That
11:55.26.
is
Silva
from Pinkerton, a sophomore running sub
What
12.
year is this Dover girl?
She's a sophomore.
So-
Wait, yeah, sophomore.
So she's got some good.
Yeah, she's a swimmer, so.
She'll be a good one.
Yeah.
There you go. That's a good crossover.
She was our number 4 in cross country this year.
From Dover, 12:14.25. I would like all girls.
All right,
in the
and then here's
4x400
Brie Haley from Dover.
meter relay to
Good race
check
from her.
in at this time, please. All girls in the 4x400
So we had 5
meter
girls
relay.
under 12 in that race,
Reminder, athletes, if you finished in the top
with only
6
2 girls
in your
coming in
event,
seated under 12.
Yeah.
So
Wow, that's good.
please
Pretty
report
good.
to the award
I'm going to predict
stand
5 guys under
for
12, under 10
attendance
minutes today.
5.
I think we'll get more than that.
Also, if you
I don't
win
think
this
so.
event,
It should be
I
a good
hope
race.
I'm excited. So I'm not sure to cheer for in this race. Because Laura's obviously roommate.
Yeah.
I think I have to cheer for him. But then Luke's one of my best friends from running like throughout the last 4 years. And Ryan Fortin's one of the nicest kids I know. So,
So I'm gonna go with Hooper.
all right, fair enough. Yeah. Hooper took some great photos of Black Bear, and I really
As
appreciate
long as
him.
he stays off the line.
Oh
Last year.
yeah. Yeah.
Good learning. Good learning.
Right.
Teaching moment.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what he does. Hopefully he puts himself
It's like
in there.
Winslow jumping the gun. You know, it's
Heartbreaking.
DQ. You get DQ. Hey, how about this? One of the best runners in America East up in Maine, James Olivier, in the 800 false starts.
Oh,
And he was
I
like,
mean, I get it.
and this
in the
kid's
8
running
maybe.
149.
That's ridiculous. If you're that good, you should
Yeah.
know what to do when I start.
and you really don't need to false start in an 800.
And maybe an 8. I mean, like,
He was
yeah, it's
devastated.
hard to get out in that one. There's Hooper going in the front. Yeah.
Oh, you got Luke Brennan. He
Yeah.
could do it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
So-
who you were talking about?
Yeah, Luke.
Oh, I was thinking. I was thinking something else. Sorry.
Luke Kasich, maybe.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Flashback.
Yeah, I don't
There's
think
Cam
he's-
Fredette
I don't
as well
think
up
he's
there.
winning
He's-
this race.
Stayed 4th.
No,
So
but
yeah.
if he was here, he would win this race.
Yeah. Top seed coming in here is Lars Hogney with a 9:43.
Lars is in 4th right now.
I think we'll see some faster times than that, though, today. It's honestly pretty nice out for it. It was pretty hot earlier, but it's cooled down nicely. I think it's pretty good weather to run a 3200.
Very good.
You typically see some good 2-mile races at this meet.
That's where I broke 10 for the first time.
Yeah, I know. Every year I ran this this meet. I mean, I was always in the 3200 at this meet, and there was always fast times.
What's up with that arm? It's a little weird, huh? Be using that arm.
Hey, I got a swing.
Yeah. I don't know why it's not being swung.
All right, they go through in 73.
So, not what I'd
Not
expect.
overly fast.
Lars has run faster than that for a 5K pace. So,
Right.
Lars looks like he's got pretty good turnover there.
Yeah. I can see Lars going, I don't know, 930-ish.
Oh, easy,
under
under
You know, I
930.
would say, yeah. I know he wasn't really too happy with the 943, so.
no. Well, he came through 940 in our 5K down in Connecticut.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He was like right behind me, and I was 939.
Yeah, so, yeah, I think 930 should be reasonable.
Yeah, he looks strong,
But,
though. He's got good.
yeah.
Look at his turnover. Look at his back kick.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's
Lars
Lars probably has the most
definitely,
impressive back kick of a runner.
he's definitely like 5K, 10K, though.
Oh, yeah.
I think when he gets to college and starts running track 10Ks, he's going to be real good at that.
Hooper's got to get that right arm in action. It should be coming up around,
Honestly,
around his letters.
Just looks relaxed, though. Like,
Yeah.
the arm, I don't know. Like, so that's me about, right now we're at 70, 71.
I know, it almost looks like he's injured on that arm.
So Luke's just sitting right on him. I mean, this is the pace. Well, I think someone has to go pick it up if they want to run a fast time. Because Lars he decided to forego Laux in the mile to go for this. So if I were him, I'd go after it.
Yeah.
But also, I know he probably doesn't want to lead after what happened last week. So
There he goes.
Yep, that's just as I said it.
Yeah. Okay, so that opposite corner that they just passed is where all the Co-Brown coaches are hanging out.
Oh, I
so
Nope, he didn't make the move though.
So what we got? We got Hooper, Hogney.
Yep, Brennan.
Brennan.
Fredette, and then Fortin.
Gotcha.
Cam Fredette and I did a race here at Merrimack, and it's honestly the worst course I've ever run on, and we got directed the wrong way. Ended up coming up about 2.7 miles for a 5K.
nice. Hey, that's better. One time I ran a 5K and ended up running 4.5, so.
I had to do a longer cool down because of that.
Hooper looks like he'd be a good cross country runner though.
He is a good cross country runner.
You know. But he's got that nice.
Just looks so relaxed when he's running. We'll see if he looks relaxed for the last few laps though.
Yeah, I tell you, those first 3 look pretty relaxed.
Honestly, I think this is turning into a sit and kick race because like this is not, this is a pace that all these guys can do fairly easily.
I mean, even Lars and Ryan look like they're just out for like a normal run right now. They look pretty chill.
I guess they were a 9:44 pace. It's not. Yeah, that's a good pace, but I think if you're at this meet, you want to go for 9:30s.
I think they will though. You can. You can go through at 9:40 something pace and still bring it down to 9:30 something.
Fortin hangs right in there though, right?
Yeah, he did well in cross country this year.
Pretty tough.
So about 450. So 9:40 pace. We'll see if. I'm sure someone's going to negative split this.
Oh yeah. I think most of this top pack will.
Fortin's more of a shuffler.
Yeah.
Shuffler thing. If you counted his steps versus their steps.
It's like David Reynolds.
Yeah, it looks like he's got more steps to him.
And it works. It's always like weird looking at different forums because my form, it's what feels comfortable for me. There's some forums I just like, how does that feel comfortable for you?
I know.
But it works. So all these guys, well, 4 of them are seated under 10. And then Zach Cooper came through in 10 flat at Media Champions, this year in cross country. And his run under 10 also last year. So all these guys are sub 10 runners. It's coming up to 2K.
Yeah, Hooper's time last year before he get DQ would have been
940.
940.
Yeah. Hope he doesn't have that much of a vengeance this year for the 32.
Brennan looks pretty good though.
Oh yeah, he and I raced each other in indoors, and he ran 9:29, I believe.
They just went through in 73.
Yeah, just over 9 flat 3K pace.
So Fredette's first one to drop off the pace.
Yep. That's what you might expect. He's still holding on to that under 10-minute pace.
Boys 4x400 meter relay teams can also check in. Boys.
Fortin's got a little bit of a gap to make up, but he should be able to.
Hogney trying to make a move.
Yep. Obviously, since I'm cheering for him, I hope he does.
You know who's running really well right now is Merrimack alumnus Jared Ottman.
Oh yeah, he's doing well.
Ran like a 66, I think, and a half. Or a
Jeez,
67.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I think he's out in Colorado right now.
Okay.
Running with Parker Stinson.
Oh, cool. Lars tried to go.
I remember racing him here actually at this meet.
Did you
and
beat him?
yeah, I was. I think so. Yes.
So what are you doing, Davio? Why aren't you running?
I am not running a 66. I'll tell you that. Yeah. But yeah, I was looking at his times recently, and he's been killing it.
Yeah, I remember I was in Maine and I picked up a newspaper, one of those newspapers at a restaurant, and I handed it to Forrest. I said, "Look how good this kid's running right now."
Yeah, he had a really good college career. Basically, founded a running program.
All right,
jab throw.
Who's got the best kick out of these guys?
I'd say
Brennan.
I'd say Brennan. I'm gonna pick Brennan.
I'd say not Lars. That's what I'm gonna say.
I'd say Brennan might have played his cards the best out of these.
No, he's been so relaxed this he hasn't had the lead at all.
No.
I mean, I hope Lars wins. Oh, Luke's shaking it out. He's ready to go. But honestly, any of these guys winning would be awesome. So
yeah.
They need about. Well, they beat their seed time. They need a 74th. They should be able to get that. Fredette looks good right now in 5th. Closing on
I
4th.
think if Lars wanted to win in this, he needed to go with about 800 left, maybe.
I'll tell you what,
Hooper's hanging on. He looks good. They're gonna run in the 930s for sure. It's gonna be a fast last lap. But Brennan looks pretty good though. He's trying to open a gap. Yep, that's a gap opening right now. Luke looks pretty strong.
Yeah, he looks good.
Got 9:05 on the clock at 3K. This was his breakout race his freshman year. He ran 9:50.
I wouldn't give up on Hooper yet.
The gap's holding though. Look back. He's got to hold on. Well, Luke is trying right now, and he's going to hold on. Good race, Luke Brennan. That's almost that was a 64 last lap. Good for him. It's a great race.
Yeah, that's a good time.
See if Lars can get under his time from this year. 9:43, okay.
Nope.
Fortin's going to hold off Fredette. Both run. Fredette definitely a big
5
PR.
guys under 10, just like I said.
Like I said. Good finish from Exeter.
These Exeter guys are young.
Yep.
They're going to have a good cross-country team next year.
Can't wait to watch it. Matt Allen's going to definitely, he could be fighting for the win in D1s.
Yeah. I think Exeter's the second best team going in next year.
I think so. What?
Yeah, I do.
What? So BG?
BG then Exeter.
All right, you know what's ridiculous?
It's weird, but if
no,
you look,
Londonderry. They have Clegg and Fortin next year.
But you still got to have.
I know you need 5.
Still got to have 5.
Lars just ran his exact seed time to the 100th.
Oh my God!
Because I was like, oh, he's pretty close to PRing. I don't know if he got it or not. I look at the results. He ran 9:43.61, and he seated at 9:43.61.
Maybe they told him to do that.
Yeah, you got to run your seat
Just
time,
run your
right?
seat
Yeah.
time.
That is awesome. I mean, I'm sure you want to run faster than that, but
Right, that's
Lars,
pretty
you're a
crazy,
magical
though.
man.
Those again. Brennan
Hey, he's
from
got the
Pinkerton,
pace down, right?
Hooper from Concord, Ogden from
Yeah,
Cold
I mean,
Brown,
that's what I was talking about, though,
Thornton
is like
from Londonderry,
when he's running 5K,
Burnett
10K
from
on the
Merrimack,
track,
9:51,
it's going to be,
40,
that's his
Lark
event.
from
Because
Exeter,
he can basically hold
10:09,
that pace
60.
for another mile, so.
He's just got to learn to make a tough move.
Right.
He just kind of eased up into it.
If he'd broken up a gap at about 1,200 to go, I think he could have won.
Guy
it,
that
but-
played his cards right was the guy who won.
Exactly. Luke ran brilliantly.
He didn't lead at all.
Mhm.
And then when it
He kicked. I'm not. Honestly, I'm kind of worried about that for states.
yeah, he was putting everything into it.
Yeah, right. So I better have a good lead.
You know he ain't gonna do any of the dirty work.
Who, him?
Yeah.
No. I don't plan to either. Till it gets.
Yeah, but you'll be seated with a 9:15. You'll be resting on your laurels.
So they're already calling next tomorrow's race.
Yeah. Fall asleep out there. Boom! You get nailed by Luke Brennan.
Honestly, if anybody could beat me, it would be him. He's one of the nicest kids. Going to Tufts next year.
Oh, he is?
Yep.
That's good.
In the boys, there are 3 heats.
Hey, he and I go back to Granite State Flash,
Hmm.
our 8th grade year.
Mm. Did a visit to Tufts when I was looking at schools.
What are your thoughts?
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice area. Really, it's actually a really pretty campus
It's
too.
right near Boston, right?
Just outside.
Were they doing experiments on you? What were they doing? Veterinary experiments.
Oh yeah.
We have now 4x4.
Why does this young boy have a lot of hair all over his body?
Be the fast heat, right?
Yep. The girls 4x4 is off. We got Nashua South, Concord, Exeter, Pinkerton, Alvern, and Dover.
Dover could have a good team.
I have the results of the girls' high jump.
No, we have difference runners in
In
this.
6th place,
Yeah.
Nicholson
Yeah.
from Concord.
We have good distance
14
runners, but not
inches.
good 400 runners. No
In
offense.
5th place from South, Georgiana, 4 feet 10 inches. In 4th place from Pinkerton,
Looks like, is
Wheaton,
that
4
Exeter?
feet 10 inches.
Then Alvern.
In
Concord
3rd
looks
place
good.
From North,
London. Nah, it's Pinkerton up there.
5 feet
Exeter's
even.
always got a good relay team. They won the
In
Clipper
2nd
relays
place from Alvern,
last week.
Tyler, the meet record here is only a 9:28.
5 feet.
Should have ran it.
Well,
And the
Well, meet
winner
records are nice.
from Portsmouth,
I think it would have been a lot slower than 9:15.
Yeah, I think Laux is nicer. Yeah.
Ackerland from Portsmouth.
I better run fast at Laos tomorrow than after all this talk.
Yeah. Well, kept you out of the sun today at least.
That's
so
true.
That's good.
Yeah, I was just in the tent.
Girls,
Then
girls
having fun in here.
scores. Concord, 67.
Hey, Concord with a decent lead.
Pinkerton, 65.
Still haven't cut in yet though.
65. Co-Brown,
Always makes me cringe when I see
42.
people not cutting in.
North, 41.
Yeah. Now I think the cut-in's on the turn.
I have the results.
Oh, they're not still not cut in. No, I think they are.
Yeah, they're cut in now.
6th place from Alvern,
Yeah, I believe it's at
Ellis,
500 in.
Yep.
18.8 and a quarter.
Should be at the arrows over there.
In 5th place from Co-Brown, Corriveau, 18.11 and a quarter. In 4th place from North, Fresh.
See that guy down there taking pictures right there?
Yep.
That's Jay Smith. That's Shelley Smith's father.
Oh, cool.
3 inches.
Huh.
In 3rd place from Concord, Champney.
Yeah, I always see his name on the
19.4
photos on
Yep.
Smug Mug.
That's him.
place From Londonderry, Ramshaw.
Yep. So if you would like photos from this meet, if you're watching this and you want to get some photos of you or someone you know running, then they will be up on NewHampshireTrackandField.com this week.
And the best thing is, both the photos and the live stream and the interviews, all free.
All free.
Londonderry, 52.
One of my biggest pet peeves is when people comment, you know, like, you didn't show my kid or whatever. Like, Like, this is all free. We're all doing our best. We're all volunteers here.
33 and a half. Portsmouth and
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like
Personally, the only complaint we've had was from your mom. Accusing me of having John Mortimer as your dad. That's the only call that we've had come in tonight.
I hope she watches that back. It'd be pretty funny.
it's funny.
She likes watching back every time I commentate, just to hear what.
Coming up on the anchor for the first tee.
Ooh. Actually, we're just speaking of that. I just looked at the comments. We have a comment from Danita's sister.
Danita's?
Yeah. Oh, well, you weren't there for that, actually. We need Rory for this.
Brachia?
Yeah. Yeah, Greg pronounced her name as Danita. So her
Dante.
her sister is in the comments now. Letting us know that we better know her name by now.
Wait, so it's Braccio?
Yeah.
Okay. So it looks like Exeter, but barely over Concord and Alvern. Alvern looks pretty strong right now.
They do. Don't give her that inside lane. Wow.
And
she's going off the outside.
Yep. Swinging off the curve. She's gonna. Oh, it's gonna be a really close battle. She's fighting, but I think Exeter has another gear.
Winner of the 400, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It's a good battle, though, huh? Exeter.
4:15.
That's Exeter, 4:15.
4:15:04 officially.
4:15:83. Concord, 4:16:20.
That might be one of my biggest pet peeves, is let someone come up from the inside.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
31.
That is very frustrating.
Here, take my wallet. This is my Social Security number.
or the even worse one is when you try to go on the inside when someone's not letting you have the inside.
Yeah.
And what happens indoors, it gets very messy.
Yeah. Someone passed me on the inside one time at States in the 3K.
Mm-hmm.
But it was Patrick O'Brien lapping me on his way to the state record. So.
Oh, you were in that race?
I was in that race, yes.
He was the lap
I got lapped.
That is one of the coolest. It's just so impressive how he just went out and ran, lapping runners the entire time and just all on his own.
Yeah. I feel a little better getting lapped on an indoor track.
Oh, my God.
But
my dad just texted me. I thought your father was Darth Vader.
That's great.
Oh yeah, they're watching the live stream today. I forgot.
That's great. All right, in this heat we have Cobrown, Timberlane, Portsmouth, Merrimack, and Souhegan.
Saw Sam Hiltz and John Murphy warming up for the 4x4.
All right. Yeah, that was a pretty good day. 2 420s in one day.
Portsmouth is the top seed in this with a 427.
Seems like Exeter girls always have a good relay team, though.
Yeah, they do. Always, honestly, just a good overall team.
Oh, yeah, they're strong. I mean, they've been well coached.
Mm-hmm. That was a good. The Alvern started coming up on her. I think you even had the lead at one point. And she just
I
held
thought
on.
she was going to take her, but
yeah.
Portsmouth, big lead. 20 meters, maybe? Actually, almost 30.
It's a good time. Oh, just over 60.
Yeah, she's going to
Especially
split
for her
a
first leg.
62. They might bump somebody out from the other heat.
Portsmouth also has good relays.
Yeah, they do. Last week at the Clipper Relays, I think I personally jinxed them twice in the hurdles. I said there's no way that Portsmouth's going to lose these races, and they got DQ'd in both of them.
I might have watched that.
Oh, it's just like, what the heck? Because they've been the most dominant hurdle team for the last 40 years, 50 years probably.
Yeah, I don't know why it's always one team that dominates in something.
Yep.
I'm excited to see who dominates cross country next. After Cobrown, gets through.
I think that's just kind of how it works. If if you start to have a a good program in a certain area, it just, breeds success for more and more people.
Hopefully our girls keep that going.
Yeah, I think your Dover girls are going to be really strong for a while. Who's the new coach you got there at Dover?
So we have Coach Piatti for a long time, and then Coach Sanborn. He's a volunteer coach this year.
And he's from Maryland or something?
Yeah, from Maryland. He just moved here during the pandemic. And he coached there for about 40 years. He had a kid go to Foot Locker in the past.
Yeah.
Very experienced. He's awesome. So he's been working with me this spring a lot.
Yep, that's good.
Oh, sorry, and indoor as well.
Well, you can definitely tell the Dover program is on the upswing.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, who is this in second? Is that
Timberlane?
Timberlane. Okay, they're closing.
They're closing hard.
And also Co Brown is. Well, they always say in golf.
It's a little bit elusive with this track because this track's so wide.
That's true.
You know what I mean? You see it and you think, oh, it's closer, but it's not as close as you think on a wide track.
They're holding on pretty well. I was gonna say third day in golf is always moving day. Third leg might be moving leg, but it's hanging on pretty well.
The Timberlane is closing a little bit here.
Yeah, they've definitely closed it slightly.
I like this track that it's wide.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks to race on. I've only raced on it once, but it was one of my favorites.
I just like the Chick-fil-A.
Is this the only track that's wide like this in the state?
No.
No?
I feel like
I'm sure we can find something else that's
I feel
wide.
like I've run on something else that was this size.
Scenics dirt track?
No, I've never been up there, but what am I thinking of?
Raymond's still got a dirt track. And
they have a high school?
Yeah, they have a high school. They have a dirt track. Actually, Larry, the dirt track at Raymond. Still love that track. Still love doing workouts on it. I really do.
Is that Sheldon for Co Brown?
Yep.
Wow.
She's moved up into second.
They don't have meat.
Big day for her.
No.
Yeah, Portsmouth's still running real strong here.
Dean Kimball and I used to go over there and do our workouts. Yeah.
What's the time on this? Let's see how it compares to the first heat.
It's gonna be right up there, I think.
Actually, I think Dover was around 4:32 when they were last in that first heat. So.
Portsmouth runs a 4:31.20.
4:31.
Man, the meet record in this is 4:05. It's the meet record.
Jeez, that's pretty fast.
That is real fast.
That would average the meet winner today.
Yeah.
Running 4 times.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It's Newbury Park like.
Fourth is Merrimack. 4:56.92.
Still can't believe they averaged only 5 seconds off the national record for their entire 5-man team
4x400 meter
at
relay.
Running Lane Nationals. It's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
good.
crazy.
I saw them a bunch of times at indoor nationals, and I felt really bad because they were constantly swarmed by kids wanting to say hi to them, and
Yeah.
I never talked to them. I just felt kind of bad because they're high schoolers like us.
I know. Can you imagine, like, you're 16, 17 years old,
Right.
and you got people like across the country being like all over you while you're getting ready for your race or
Right.
whatever, or after you just finished a race and you're like keel over on the track.
It was watching that 4 mile is wild though. It was super cool.
Yeah. I thought it was cool to see the race the other day, where
Was it?
it
Like
was
the 5K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was Nico in college, and then there was 2 of the Newbury Park guys still in high school.
Yeah.
And they were all in the same race, and they took
Right.
a picture afterwards together. It was pretty cool. And they all ran a ridiculous time.
Wonder where Lex and Leo and Aaron are going to go to college.
Hmm.
Maybe NAU.
Probably NAU. Get to run with their brother again.
Top 5 might be just Salmons and Youngs.
Yeah. Yeah, the NAU team will just be Newbury Park. Crazy.
So what do we got for seeds here?
We have Londonderry, Pinkerton, Portsmouth, Alvern, Nashua North, and Concord. Top seed is Portsmouth again with a 3:35. Everyone's seated pretty close, though. We got 3:35, then Pinkerton and Alvern at 3:37, Nashua North at 3:38, Londonderry at 3:39, and Concord at 3:40. So, should all be right there. Especially in the 4x4, it's like, depends who runs it, what events they've run during the meet so far. It's like, you never know. All right, they're off.
It's like Murphy out in lane 6.
What, getting swallowed up hard? That's a tough one for a distance runner.
It's a lot easier to win a 400 when you run 1200 before.
Yeah, my fastest 400 split was at this meet right after the 3200.
Oh. What did you run?
70 what?
I ran a 53. Thank you
Wow.
very much.
I had a 55 in a dual meet the other day. Well, last month, but.
Oh, it's pretty good. Last year we were talking about you breaking 60.
Right. It was, we had a distance versus sprinters 4x4, and we had to win. We won.
All right, handing off, wow, right around 52-ish,
Yeah, it's
51,
good.
52.
That's pretty good.
Oh, 4 teams are in there. That looks like Hooper. Oh, and,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I'm only commenting on the distance guys.
it looks like it.
Portsmouth is in front. Is that Merrimack?
I think that's North.
Or North, yeah.
Nashua North.
And then Alvern's right there, too.
The new uniforms for North.
Tell you what, Hooper's got some wheels.
Yeah. Well, and definitely, like, he's going to swallow these guys. You know, maybe went out too hard.
Yeah, this is going to be
Also,
close.
like, that looks like Jake Haley from Portsmouth. He's a good mid-D guy.
Yeah, Haley is on the start list for Portsmouth. Gonna get a nice view of the handoffs here.
Here's Luke Brennan coming up. See what he has left. But Portsmouth has a good lead.
Yeah, I'll tell you, going 3,200 to the 400 didn't feel too bad.
Oh, yeah, I ran the 800 in that, and then tempoed the 3,200. And then it was pretty rough for the 3,200. But then, honestly, I didn't feel too bad in the 400.
I would think Portsmouth would be pretty good shape. They got Fletcher finishing off.
Yeah, that's true. He can finish hard.
3 teams right in this, though.
Yeah, Alvern looks good, though. Let's see if they can hold on.
Alvern, Portsmouth, and North all right together. I think this handoff's going to definitely make a difference.
He's coming back on him.
Yeah, if you can make this handoff nice and clean, it'll help. Both looked pretty good.
Thing is, Fletcher got there earlier, so he's going to be running more distance, which means you have the baton in your best guy's hands for longer.
Yeah, he's going outside in lane 2 right now. There,
Not
he
good
just
doing the
tucked
curve.
in, I think.
I wouldn't tuck in after the curve.
Yeah, interesting. He tucked in as they were going onto the straightaway, but
Look at that's North closing up. See, Alvern's holding. I think North might take this. If he can, I might have gone out too hard though.
I
We'll
still
see.
think Fletcher's going to take that.
He's sitting around. See.
he closed pretty well in
Yeah.
his race earlier. Now he's going outside into lane 2 to make the move.
Yep. And looks like he's gonna go ahead.
Oh yeah, strong down that last straightaway.
He's looking good.
Yeah, Hiltz looks good as well. And here's Clegg trying to finish hard.
Got the Selly.
Hey, what? Clegg is a pretty good runner. He's a strong runner. You tweak him a little bit in the next few weeks, he can be tough in the 800.
Yeah, so Portsmouth 3:32.17 to Alvern 3:32.72.
North 3:34.09. Concord 3:36.89.
I'm gonna sign off here. Head back down to the tent.
All right. Good luck tomorrow. I'll look you up. Yep. Good luck.
Heat 2 coming up.
Yeah, everybody go stream Louse games tomorrow.
Do we know any other kids from New Hampshire going?
There's a few going, right? Trudell's going.
Yeah, Chloe
She
Trudell.
running.
I didn't go through the whole list on it. But
I don't know who's running. Yeah, I haven't actually checked it. All right, in the second heat, we have Exeter, Co-Brown, Manchester Memorial, and Nashua South. This is the second of 3 heats in the 4x4.
Fletcher's got a pretty good wheels to him, doesn't he, though?
Oh, yeah.
You knew he was going to win. I did. I could just tell he wasn't going to mess around on that. That
Yeah,
last
he
turn.
just hung right in for the first 300, and then it's like, okay, time to go on the straightaway.
You know what? Portsmouth's going to be hard to beat this year in Division 1. It's going to be close.
Fastest seed in this heat is Co-Brown, the 340 flat.
Yeah, you talk about state meet. Portsmouth boys up there, Londonderry up there, Nashua North in contention.
That's what you got from you.
My little fancy calculator.
Yeah. I mean, Portsmouth has no distance. You know, they get some 800 guys, but after that, they don't really have a lot. They don't have anybody that's going to place in the 1600, 3200.
Well, I say Londonderry right now definitely in striking distance of them. So, and on this race, Co-Brown looking to hand off first. Nashua South handing off second as well. But Co-Brown in the lead.
Just hitting the end of the stagger there, cutting in.
That's actually looking pretty significant at this point, about 30 meters.
Yeah, they could jump into the other heat. Got South out there running lane 2. There you go, cuts in on the turn. Yeah, Co-Brown with a significant lead here.
Pretty good battle behind them, Exeter and South, though. Exeter taking that lead. We'll see them in picture in just a second. And Exeter remains in second over South. Co-Brown in first.
Co-Brown squeak out a few more seconds on their handoffs. Not the smoothest.
That gap has increased, though. About 40 meters, although I think we've got someone closing. Yeah,
South's definitely closing in.
That gap of 40 down maybe to 30 now.
A big leg from them.
Allen seems to be coming back from Exeter.
And make that about 20.
I think he just realized that he's in a 400, not an 800.
And Co-Brown takes the lead.
Handing off
takes
to
the handoff.
Demas for the anchor. Should give them about a 51-52 for the anchor split. So I don't think anybody's catching him.
Yeah, that much of a gap is hard to catch when you're running that time.
Yeah.
3.5 seconds.
Yeah, so unless someone's running about a 48, I don't think they're going to be able to do it. South's going for it, though.
Yeah, I think he might have closed it just a little bit for his team there on that last lap, but Still healthy lead for Cole Brown.
Decent, though.
Yeah, that's a good time.
They're going to place in the top 6.
That's Cole Brown.
So 3:32.87.
87. Nash Wasso,
So yeah, I think that'll put them up there. I don't remember exactly.
That puts them ahead of Concord. I know that because Concord was 3:36.
Right. I don't remember exactly what the times were.
I think it was
but
3:32 something.
Exeter 3:41.12. Memorial 3:43.98.
Londonderry was 37 something. They were 5th in the first day.
yeah, so they should be probably around 3rd or 4th, I think. Maybe 3rd.
All right, next heat on the track is our 3rd and final heat of the boys 4x400 meter, which means it is the last race of the day. In this 3rd and final heat, we have Dover, Merrimack, and Souhegan.
John Snell, please, to the press box. John Snell to the press box.
You might get it taken care of. You don't want to leave and then find out you're supposed to go. Right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Overall, pretty good day here.
A lot of records broken.
Merrimack, New Hampshire, a lot of records, a lot of meet records. Everyone, a lot of people up in their PRs. Good to see as the season progresses.
Yeah, great day for me too. It's beautiful out.
Yeah, it ended up cooling off just enough for some of these distance guys at the end.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice and warm at the beginning. Got the sprints in. Probably a little warm for the mile, but the mile you can deal with it. And then it cooled off nice for the 32. So I think everyone probably pretty happy with the weather in their respective events. Dover coming up pretty well on the inside. And that's Merrimack out in front minus the stagger.
Yeah, I'd say calculating the stagger, that's definitely Dover leading it right now.
Yep.
We still got another turn in their stagger.
A pretty good finish from Merrimack.
Oh, yeah, it's okay. Thank you.
Yeah, that gap increased. Dover falling off a little bit.
That might have put them back in the lead.
They do get the stick first. Yeah, I think even with the stagger, Merrimack looking pretty good on this turn. All right, coming off of turn, we've got Merrimack, Dover, then Souhegan.
Mike Susi to the press box, please. Mike Susi to the press box.
Still maintaining about the same gap as the handoff between Merrimack and Dover.
These guys giving it all they got. And a couple clean enough handoffs, we'll call them.
We got Dover running out in lane 2 right now.
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out.
Don't know why that is.
Just ramping up the speed.
I think now he's back in lane 1.
Well, that gap's still looking pretty consistent.
Yeah, not really much movement in this. That first leg really setting the tone, I guess. We'll see one more leg here.
Baseball player not realizing that is illegal.
Can't do that.
Yeah, good to see baseball out here supporting the track team, I suppose.
He's getting informed now. He's got a number 4 on his chest. Maybe he's looking at switching sports.
He's going to hop in.
Taking a look at our final leg. This gap looks very familiar to me. Although I feel like it's just inching closer and closer.
Yeah, it looks like it. Dover just squeaking up there. Come down to this straightaway. See if Dover can make anything happen here. Don't think so. Merrimack finishing pretty strong.
All right, third and final heat. Merrimack is going to take this one, followed by Dover, then Sauhegan.
The 343 for Merrimack winning that heat.
All right, and that's all we have today. Once again, this is NewHampshireTrackandField.com, powered by Runners Alley. Our meet hub for Merrimack is brought to you by our families, everyone who supports us and allows us to be here. Special shout out to my fiance. She watches a lot of these, even though she was never big into track, so we appreciate it. I know there's a lot of family members watching. We had Tyler Sheedy on, and his parents were tuning in as well. And I just want to say it's a lot that goes into it, both here and behind the scenes. So we appreciate everyone for their help, especially joining me to finish this off, Jim McKenzie and Davio DeLuca. Thank you all. Thank you all for watching, and we will be back next week with. What do we got? Seacoast. I know we're going to Bobcat this weekend. Not sure if that will be live yet or not. Once again, this has been your 2022 Merrimack Invitational. Signing out.